Welcome to Spurs Ration TV. Good morning to all you guys in Asia. Right, waking up at this time to join the Champions League game for Spurs against Frankfurt at home. Right, at the moment, we're waiting for a few guests to join us. If there's any, well, not, I'll be doing this watch along alone. Let's see what happens there. And of course, good evening to all you guys in Europe. Right, today this is going to be an 8 p.m. kickoff for you guys there. And of course, I will say it will be a good afternoon to all you guys in Americas. Yeah, good afternoon, all you guys in Americas. Let's see who else will be coming in soon to join us. Most of all, we most probably won't be having any Tottenham guests because most of them will be busy doing their own watch-alongs and all that. To my surprise, I found some Arsenal fans and some maybe Chelsea fans to join us to do this watch-along for our Spurs game, right? First thing, let's come up to the lineups, right? For today, the lineups for today. All right, the lineups for today is what we have is again, I think we're going back to a 3-4-3 again, right? With Loris at goal, Romero on the right centre back position, Ty at the centre back position, and of course Langley on the left centre back position, right? And of course with Emerson Royal coming back, right, as our right wing back, and Session as our left wing back, right. In the middle we have Bentancur, right, and Højbjerg, and of course up front we have Richarlison, Sonny, and Kane, and on the bench, of course, we do have a few other. What we have on the bench is, of course, we have Spence, Doherty, right, Sanchez, Davis, Perisic, Skip, White, Sarr, Bissouma, Brian Hill, and Lucas. The surprise addition is Lucas. Lucas is fit again to join us, right? So let's see how that will turn up to be, right, at the moment, right? While waiting for our guests to join us, let's go through how do we feel at the moment. Of course, we have to say RIP to our fitness coach, John Pierre Ventroni, right? John Pierre Ventroni, RIP to him. At the moment now, we did show up away at the Brighton game. Our boys did put up more or less, how would you say, a solid performance, right? Nothing impressive, but it was solid defensively. We did were able to score the goal, right? Assist for Sonny to Kane again. I guess that will extend their record at the moment, right? They will extend the record at the moment on how things are going for them for their assist combination, right? They are the highest goal assist and goal combination pairing in the Premier League at the moment, right? While we're waiting for our guests to join us, what else can we talk about, right? But while things are going on, especially for the league games and all that, things look a bit, how you say, I guess our fixtures are coming up thick and fast, right? We're playing Everton. And then after that, it'll be another Champions League game again. Then we'll play Manchester United. If not mistaken, we're playing Everton at home, right? That should be a game that we should be looking for 3 points, right? I'm not saying something easy, but we should be looking at 3 points in the bag. And of course, after that, if I'm not mistaken, we'll be going out playing against either, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be Sporting Lisbon. Just hold on for a while. Let me bring on a guest, Mani Tangadurai from India. Hi, Manny. Good morning.
Good morning to you as well. And, you are up at about 3 a.m. on a weekday. That,
Yes.
my dear sir, is commitment.
Nah. Used to do it before because I'm in a job transition, so I got a couple days break. So that's why I chose to do the show today at this time. Usually I'll be having my midweek show around 9:30 p.m. Malaysian time. That'll be about 7 p.m. your time, right? But I know I haven't done watch-alongs for some time, so thought of doing one once in a while. I get a chance to do one, I'll do one, right? And of
Beautiful,
course,
beautiful.
yeah. And how you doing? You guys beat Liverpool, so I guess you guys should be on top of the world at the moment.
Oh, Well, here's the thing. I mean, I just got off a real marathon stream with Chelsea Dan. I think you might have done it one or two streams with him. We were talking with a few people about the VAR decisions, which sort of spoilt the win in a way. I think myself and the Liverpool fan who were there came to an agreement that Arsenal were at least marginally the better team, but their work and we won the big decisions, the big moments, if you will. But the VAR decisions, such as the penalty that wasn't given for the Gabriel Magalhaes handball, and also the offside that was never called against the Martinelli goal, and one or two others, that sort of spoilt the game. And that's an example of how it isn't VAR that's the problem. It's the referees that are the problem, because VAR and other technology is meant to help people do their jobs better. And if you're still doing a bad job because you can't get the technology to work properly, then that's all on you. That's not the technology's fault.
No,
So,
I think the problem with VAR in the Premier League, right? They've taken it to use not as an objective tool; it's become a subjective tool. So I guess that's the sad part, right? But I have got my theories behind it, but we won't go there on live.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. But
right.
like what you say is true, right? Sometimes you do wonder why decisions are made like that, and it's like even I will be honest with you. Our equalizer against Chelsea, that was a blatant tug of the hair, right?
Oh,
And
yes.
they didn't even look at it, right? And, I mean, if they looked at it and they said, "Oh no, it wasn't." I mean, I don't know what to say anymore, right? But I guess sooner or later changes should come again. Every I think 6 months the PGMOL has a sitting, so they will
Hmm.
get all these complaints together and then they'll sit down and then they'll deliberate and then nothing happens again.
Yeah, but
It
that's the
goes back to
thing.
zero. Yeah,
I've actually recommended, sir, that when it comes to some of these decisions that have gone wrong, there should be consequences, at least in the form of, fines or some suspensions. Because look, um, the worst part about it was that there was an incident in the championship where Huddersfield Town, playing against Blackpool, were denied a clear goal because the VAR technology wasn't working properly. And
yeah,
it is the responsibility of the officials to make sure that it is working perfectly every single game. You are supposed to be on your mark and make sure on the ball, if as it were, and make sure that it is working properly. And if you can't do that, then that's all down to your inefficiency. One might even say incompetence.
mm,
So and it's on those decisions that a lot of futures can be affected, if you will. So
yeah, yeah.
let's say, for
Uh,
example, if
have
some
you
teams get relegated based on a poor
No,
decision and it could cost them
there
money.
was. Remember, Manny, last season I think there was one goal, right, when they said the goal line technology wasn't working and the
Hmm.
goal should have stood, but it wasn't given, right? But
Yeah,
luckily, I think the outcome didn't have much difference. In the end of the day, the team that was affected didn't get relegated. So, and I,
yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, yeah. So, I don't know. Nowadays, football, I guess, money is so big, right? And to tell the truth, the punting side is even bigger than that. So to tell the truth, bets it going around the world and especially in parts of Asia, right? And one,
Hmm.
it overshadows everything. Overshadows
Yep.
everything. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, absolutely, and
Oh, I
that's
see.
the worst thing about it. So I'm sorry I was 5 minutes late, but
Ah,
sometimes
no problem.
transitioning from one stream to another. I mean, you want to get in your say and get out, but there's always this some after talk afterwards, and then you got to pop off. But it is what it is, and can't
Yeah,
really
no,
complain
no,
much about
it's
it.
okay. To me, it's okay. I mean, I do this for fun, so it's okay. Big up to Charlie McFarlane. Yeah, McFarlane. Yeah, big up Arteta in. This the now for you Arsenal guys. Now it's the conundrum between the Arteta ins and the Arteta outs, right? So, but like for us Spurs fans, we have been saying this for such a long time. Uh, we need an actual manager to be there for at least 3 years to see the results on the pitch,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
Instead of having managers every 2 years, 1.5 years, and all that, right? So let's see how long Conte will stay. That's what all Spurs fans are waiting for, right? We're waiting for
Yeah.
Conte to walk, right? When Levy doesn't back him anymore, we're waiting for him for a walk, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Have you got the match on yet?
Yeah, listen, the team's already in the tunnel. I see Hugo Lloris with the pennant and
Yeah.
the Eintracht Frankfurt captain Sebastian Rode with his pennant, and the team's behind. I will let you know when they start walking out. By the way, is the match on ESPN for you?
No, I'm having it on Be In.
Oh, BN Sports. Nice.
Yeah, I'm having it on Be In Sports, but we're going through some advertisements at the moment, right? Let's see what pops up after that. I guess I'm a bit behind you at the moment, but
You might be
have you?
behind me, but
Yeah, have you gone through the lineups yet?
yeah, I've actually got the lineups on right now. I always prepare for
Yeah,
these watch-alongs by going on BBC Sport.
yeah.
Do you want me to? Do you want me to share the lineups using the present icon?
If you can, but it's okay. It's just between us, so at the moment no one is watching. We've gone back to the 3-4-3 again. To be
Yeah,
not to be surprised.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously, it seems to be the oops, wrong one, wrong one. So this is the formation right now.
yeah,
Um, I'm sure it will be of some consternation to you that Emerson Royale is back in the team. I seriously don't know what he has on Antonio Conte because clearly
yeah,
you remember that he got nutmegged for those 2 goals, but maybe
yeah.
Conte sees something in him. I don't know. Back
Uh,
three more or less select themselves though,
yeah. Back
and
three is always the same.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The only thing now, let's see. What have you got the Sporting lineup?
No, you mean the Frankfurt lineup? Yes, I'm
Oh,
coming
sorry,
to
the
that.
Frankfurt lineup. Sorry, Frankfurt lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Richarlison starting, so that's going to be interesting. A three-pronged attack. I just
Mhm,
hope that Royale will get his act together, but I see him having a poor game and um, Conte yanking him off for either Spence or Doherty. We'll see. Maybe Doherty because he doesn't think Spence is
yeah,
ready. But
yeah,
a strong bench. Lucas Moura, hat
yeah.
trick
More
hero
back.
against Ajax in that year.
Yeah.
Basuma as well. I mentioned Doherty, Brian Gill, Perisic on the bench, which is a bit of a surprise. I think he's
Mm-hmm,
got Ryan Sessegnon over there because he wants that pace that Sessegnon might provide. But Perisic should come on
mm-hmm,
and maybe tidy things up a bit. And here's the
yeah.
Frankfurt lineup. So yeah, it's Kevin Trapp in goal, and the
Mm-hmm,
former Japan captain Makoto Hasebe also in a three at the back formation with
mm-hmm,
Christian Jakic and Christopher Lenz, the wing backs. Jibril Sao and Sebastian Rode, the two central midfielders in front of the back three. There is Jesper Lindstrom and Daichi Kamada, Hasebe's compatriot, I think, who will
yep.
be the two in front of Randall Kolo Moani. And
Mm-hmm,
on the bench, among others, you've got the former German international Mario Götze, who's continuing his recovery, but I think he's probably not really had that much of an impact that he would have liked at Frankfurt, but I'm sure he will grow back into the team. He won't make the German squad for the World Cup, but at least he's back enjoying his football, playing football at the top level.
mm-hmm.
A happy story for him. So it looks as though the formations are similar. You know,
From the previous game,
both
right?
teams both teams might
Yeah.
cancel each other out, so we'll see what happens. But I'd like to think that with both of us in the Asian time zones, we still will get coverage reasonably on the same time.
Yeah.
So there's no tribute, no teams are standing in the center circle, so the match
Mm-hmm.
should kick off. And is the TV on for you, so?
Yep, yep. I've got my screen on for me at the moment, but of course I'm just going through the
Oh
lineups at the
yeah.
moment. Yeah, so I guess I should be about a minute behind you then.
Yeah, so the teams are in
Yeah,
the center circle. I don't know
yeah.
for what they're paying tribute. Maybe it'll be for the
We're paying tribute to Gian Piero Ventroni and
oh
John
yes,
Duncan. Yes, two of one is our
fitness
our
coach.
affiliate, and the other one is an ex-player, right, John Duncan. But
Uh-huh.
what I see now is that I think what Conte is doing now in this game, he's playing the same formation, same team again, more or less that played Frankfurt away. So, and hopefully this time we'll get a bit lucky and score some goals. That's how I see it. Right.
Yeah, hopefully with Richarlison up front, he's gambling on three strikers. My only
Yeah.
issue with that is that if one of them has to be yanked off, who can possibly come on in his place? Maybe Lucas Moura is the first name that comes to my mind.
I think Lucas Moura would be the choice, right? But I don't know. I guess remember against the away game,
Yeah.
we did loads of changes near the end of the game, tried to bring more attacking impetus to the game, and we brought on Brian Hill and all that. So let's see what happens there. All right. Of course, we still do not know. You know, Conte, we do not know what he will do. Whether he'll make
Yeah.
substitutions or will he stick to the same team. But what I think about Sessignon coming in is that I think he's giving a rest to how would you say, right? A
Perisic.
rest to Perisic, right? So at the moment now, that's what we have, right? Let's see whether the three, I mean, Hurricane, right?
Hmm.
Whether we can get a
Right.
result.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so there should be something in your favor. This is from the BBC website. I think I can I'll show you this one. Spurs have won 9 of their last 11 home games in the group stage of the Champions League, including each of their last 3. So I'll stop sharing that now. That should be something to look forward to, but
Mm,
hopefully it'll give you some confidence. But we'll see what happens. So the teams
yeah,
are in the
yeah.
center circle, and
Uh,
I see. So it's Frankfurt who are kicking off, and it's
mhm.
Kamada who's in the center circle, Daichi Kamada,
Yeah.
and he's the one who
Frankfurt's
will kick
picking up.
off.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's the one who's going to kick off. Frankfurt, of course, are in their black strip, their away strip. They'll be
Yeah.
attacking from left to right, and
Mm.
kick off now. They've kicked off now, and
All right.
please tell me when you kick off, so I'll find out how much far I'm ahead of you.
Okay. You've kicked off, and hold on. I think I'm about 30 seconds to a minute behind you. Then if it goes on that way. Uh,
That's
it's okay. All right. How do you get your streams?
over in India. It's on the Sony Sports Network.
Oh, I've
It
kicked
used
off.
to So you're about 35 seconds behind me. Over
All
in
right.
India and Singapore and Malaysia, it used to be ESPN Star Sports who would show the
Yeah.
Champions League games as well, and their commentary, of course, with the likes of Rob Palmer and Ian Dark. If you'll remember those days. That was
Yeah.
top class. Now it's a new network. I think it used to be 10 Sports, and now it's Sony Sports because it became obviously Sony 10 became a part of it. But I mean, look, as long as I'm getting my Champions League and my international football fix with this network, I'm happy. But
Yeah.
it's still Star Sports for Premiership football here, and they're also showing the Indian Super League, which is equivalent to, I would say, League One or League Two football back in the UK.
Yeah. True. True. For us, we get ours through Astro, right? That's our
Yeah.
service provider, and Astro give us the package, and of course, we get all our Premier League games through Super Sports,
Uh
right?
huh.
And our Champion Leagues games and all that, the European games all comes through Be In, and once in a
Be
while
in.
it goes back to Super Sport. Yeah, Be In and Super Sport, it mixes up. So I guess
Yeah.
it is what it is. But I guess that's what happens when the money is so big, right? So in the end, you just have to slash the pie up and share it around. That's how I see it.
I
Yeah.
get that. I get that. My only issue is that with Sony probably willing to shell out more money, they obviously have the lion's share of some of the bigger competitions, i.e., the Champions League and international football,
Yeah.
World Cup,
Mhm.
European Cup, African Nations
Mhm.
Cup, and what have you. Hopefully, if they're willing to show the African Nations Cup as well as the Copa America and the Euro, I think that could be the case. So early on, I don't want to be a spoiler, but Frankfurt look to be somewhat on the attack right now, and
Oh,
yes, it's progressing. I mean, normally if we're in sync, we could do some commentary on the actual game, but you being
that's
30
okay.
seconds behind me scuppers that.
Yeah, I know. But it's always the Spurs thing, right?
Yeah,
But one thing about Frankfurt is that they can't take their chances. So I guess that's one thing's happening. Okay, Sessignon is down holding his face. Okay, being hit by his own player.
yeah.
Yeah, but it is what it is. Uh, Being a Spurs fan, we expect this, right? For the opposition to dominate us, and what we do is that we always
Uh-huh.
go on a counter attack. So
Uh-huh.
we're used to that, right? So
Right.
let's see who's smashing Assassinot. Oh, okay, shoulder onto the head, but it's back up. I guess nowadays
Yep.
every player get hits in the head and they'll just go down and roll around and try to get sympathy. I guess so.
Yeah, I
Um,
get that.
yeah. to me is that I find football has become a bit of a soft spot now, soft spots nowadays, right? It wasn't like the old days where you get kicked and kicked and kicked, you still have to get up and get on with it. It doesn't happen that
Uh-huh.
much anymore. Yeah, yeah, like you say, yeah, we've been pressured. Yeah, but the only thing is that can we counter? No. Son keeps losing the ball, and the sad part is nowadays we see Son so far deep in our half. I don't know what to say anymore. Right? Son used to be the player right at the top, waiting for the balls to come through and try to break on a counter attack or something like that. But somehow or another, I guess Son is being played off position. That's why he's not performing to the standards that it's supposed to be. Right?
Oh, for Pete's sake! It's as if it's with us it's Aubameyang all over again. Because look, a lot
Yeah,
of Arsenal fans are going to be all salty about him and sneer at him, saying he was never good enough to fit in Arteta's system. I disagree. It was Arteta's system and his tactics that never got the best out of Aubameyang when needed.
yeah,
Now under Graham Potter, he's back in his centre forward role. He scored last night in the San Siro. He scored at Stamford Bridge against the same Milan team. He scored on his Premier League debut. And I think if there's one criticism, he probably is missing a little bit more, but as he grows into the game this season, he'll be fine. But you cannot play your best players out of position like that. And
yeah,
I really do believe, Eugene, that when it comes to the perfect system for Son, it really is as the second striker alongside Keane in with two up top. Now, of course, there's a situation where there's going to be three. Maybe Son feels as though he might need to sort of get a little bit deeper and not really run as much, because with Kane and Richarlison, you know they're controlling everything. And there is an argument that with Kane in the team, the football being played is a little bit one-dimensional, with crosses straight to him being the order of the day, a little bit like Alan Shearer with England. And of course, it's also the same way for Keane with England as well.
yeah. But at the moment, what I'm seeing is that I think what Son is doing is a lot. He's coming back to help the midfield to do their
Uh-huh.
defensive job. So that's why you see him so far deeper down, right?
Yep.
Last season, you see Son further up with Kane, right? And that's where all their assists came from, The Kane
Uh-huh.
through pass to Son and the Son through pass to Kane. We hardly ever see that this season anymore because Son is like so far deep in, right? And someone now, like you say, we have Decky on the side there, so we'll have to see what happens to that.
Mhm.
Oh,
Ah,
oh, uh,
very
foul on the goal,
close, eh?
foul on the
Um,
goalkeeper.
didn't look like a foul on the keeper to me, but I suppose it had to be
Nowadays,
given.
yeah, nowadays when the ball is going up in the air like that, right, and when goalkeeper jumps, right, the attacking player can't even touch the goalkeeper. You touch him, you nudge him a bit, it's a foul.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
right.
seen goals scored that way. I remember Fernando Couto scoring a goal on Gianluca Pagliuca when Portugal played Italy in what I think
Mm,
was um, it must have been a World Cup or a Euro Championship qualifier. I forget which, but
I
yeah.
saw losing.
Now it's become a little bit soft, I think. So it is what
Yeah,
it is. I
yeah,
mean, what I would perhaps like to see is that if you want to start Richarlison in the game, let it be with just two up front, him with Kane, and then bring Son on to add a little injection of pace, like he did
yeah,
against Leicester when he scored that hat trick. Of course,
yeah.
Leicester were,
But
just
but the
diabolical
and
that day.
when that happened, right, the formation changed to a 3-5-2. If not mistaken, Bissouma was brought on to bolster the midfield. So that's how I see
Yeah,
it. But yeah. So at the moment now, let you see, we play a 3-4-3, right?
yeah,
Our midfielders are being overrun.
yeah.
And Bentancur and Højbjerg can't do the job on tackling three midfielders from the opposition. That is the
Hmm.
problem. That's what we are facing, right? So at the moment now, that's why I see Son keeps falling deep, right, to try to help out the midfield, and maybe this is like a false 3-5-2, right, with Son out of position and Richarlison not being too productive on the end of it. So, and you see
I
Kane
wouldn't.
now, he's
Yeah.
running across the field, left
Hmm.
to right, left to right. Right, he's not stuck in one position where you can actually give him the ball because he needs to be part of the creative force so that we do not have, right? That we
Yep.
do not have at the moment, right? And
I
we,
get that. I get that.
yeah, and it's not like for you guys got Xhaka and Odegaard and all that, right? So they can play a decent pass. For us, that Bentancur is still, I mean, he's still his first season, right? His first full season in the Premier League. So let's see what
Hmm.
happens after that. But let's see whether Richarlison can get something on or not now, right? And usually when you do that, you play Richarlison on the right side of the uh, uh, Emerson goes down again. Mm, I guess he's not going to get anything out of it. But Emerson tries to take on a player. That's the first thing. Yeah, he usually goes backwards. At least he's going forwards now, right? At least he's going forwards, right? But in the end of the day, I don't know. That's why they're saying if this Spurs team still hasn't clicked yet, maybe because of the change of the formation wise, and maybe the new players coming in. But basically, as I see it, it's still like the old team from last season, right? With most of the
Hmm.
new players sitting on the bench, apart from Richarlison. And the way it's going now, how are they going to click properly if they are not given enough time to actually play on the pitch? You see, that's how I see it. And
Hmm.
the sad part is you're talking about like Spence and all that don't even get a look in. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess Conte will never experiment. Conte is not the type of coach that he will try something new. You see, Conte is
No,
more of
he
a
most
coach.
certainly won't.
Yeah. So at least Son is running it, uh, but he loses the ball again. Mm. That's one thing at the moment now is the Son is running from our own half, right? Where last season I guess Son will be running in the opposition half. Okay. Mm.
Yeah, I think
Mm.
what you've said, with that 3-4-3 formation, obviously with Eric Dyer back in the center. I mean, he did of course make his name as more of a defensive midfielder, but with Conte using him as more of a central defender, maybe he has provided that little bit of solidity. But as you said, with the 3-4-3 formation, it's basically top heavy, middle light, as it were, and there doesn't seem to be
Yeah.
that much in terms of balance in a way. I actually would like to see. I mean, one thing that Conte should perhaps do is maybe, bring Eric Dyer into the midfield and bring another defender back to complement, to sort of slip into the back three. Someone like maybe a Ben Davies or someone. The only problem is, even on the bench, defensively, he has Skip and Sanchez, who, I mean, neither of them have been. Basically, they're both. I think they got their chances under Conte. I mean, Sanchez certainly did, and maybe Conte doesn't really rate him. So, I mean,
Yeah. What
Dyer
I
as a
see is that
central
right.
midfielder would be, yeah.
We can't trust Dyer to do that anymore, right?
Uh-huh.
Because I think for the past 3 to 5 seasons, right, he's been played as a more of a defender. To put him back into the midfield, I'm not sure whether he can perform at that level, right? And of
Uh-huh.
course, Ben Davis, I can't trust Ben Davis. He can't kick a ball 5 yards out. That's the sad part.
Yeah.
You see, yeah. And the worst part is that we can't even play in a four. If you play in a four, Dyer is really bad in a four, really, really bad. We've
Ah.
seen him really, really bad in the four because
Yeah.
he always is like out of position and he loses his what call no GPS. How we call it? No GPS. He doesn't know where he is most of the time, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that's the thing. That's why we during the transfer window we've been crying out for a quality center back and a quality left center back, right? But in the
Hmm.
end, what did we get? We got Langley, right? So I guess today Langley is playing instead of Davis. Let's see what happens now, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Longley
and
is actually the left centre back. Yeah.
yeah, Langley is the left center back, right? So whether Langley can play center back, we're still not sure yet. Whether Langley can actually partner Dyer as the center backs in the four, we are not even sure. So
Hmm.
how I see it at the moment now, let you see. whenever a team is attacking, right, we have 9 players behind the ball,
Yeah.
right? Not including the goalkeeper. You got 10 players behind the ball, including goalkeeper. So you just leave Kane
Yeah.
isolated out there. And Kane is
Yeah.
stuck with 2 defenders on him. So what are you going to do with that? And whenever we counter attack, somehow or another, Dyer loses the ball. What the hell's wrong with him? Oh, Frankfurt scores.
Poor first touch there from the England man. And even Lloris doesn't cover
Remember
himself
what
in
we were
glory.
talking about? How bad Dyer is?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The
Yeah.
commentator's curse strikes again.
Yeah.
And excellent work from Roda to Kamada. And the rest is history.
And let's see what happens now.
An absolute comedy of errors, and Conte will be fuming.
You watch this. You watch. The ball is passed across the penalty side. No pressure. It bounces off. And then he couldn't even block the first half. And luckily, Romero didn't become a goalkeeper. Was it Romero? He tried to dive.
I believe it was, yes.
Luckily, he didn't touch his hand, man. If he dived and touched his hands, Lloris couldn't punch it far away enough.
I mean, if I were Lloris, I probably wouldn't have tried to get it away. I would have tried to, do what I could to hold on to it. Or
Yeah.
I think even Højbjerg tried to run back as fast as he could, but he ended up overrunning.
Yeah.
So
We got Guguma. Join us, Guguma. You have the link. All right. And we're down as usual. Let's see whether being down will actually put impetus in our attack. Right. We're always like so lethargic in the first half. So let's see what happens here now. And we are down and we're out. Let's see whether we get kicked out or not. Yeah.
We'll see what happens. I mean, so far Frankfurt are playing quite well, and as you said, they've overrun the midfield quite well. So, like I've said, you're top heavy, middle light, and bottom a little bit. I mean, that was poor defending there from Eric Dyer, and you talked about how he couldn't play in the midfield anymore, but clearly with a poor touch like that, I mean, the irony is that this season he'd been in such improved form. He had won back a spot in the England squad, and things were looking up for him. But now with a mistake like that,
to tell you the truth, Manny, right? We've seen him do this so many times, right? So he doesn't have the quality. We don't have the quality in a sense, and we've been saying it for so long. We need the quality, and we have Emerson. Imagine they've got Ndika. Oh no. All right. Emerson. And we got Emerson. And that's the joke. All right.
I think for the moment, Lloris should be lucky that Mike Maignan is injured. Otherwise, his place in the France national team could very well be under jeopardy.
Yeah.
Because Deschamps, I'm sure that Deschamps is not the type of person who will want to play favourites. And yet, do he dare drop his captain, one of the most capped players in the team, and the one who provides that form of leadership? We'll have to see.
We'll find out very soon, right? Because the World Cup is coming in less than I think about over a month's time, right? And if Lloris's performances are still like this, right, half baked and half cooked, right, that will actually give Deschamps a big headache. He might even have to choose apart from Maignan. All right. But let's see how it goes. We still do have an attacking option. So Emerson. Oh, Emerson. Yeah.
Emerson fills me with such dread, to be honest. I mean, if I were a Spurs fan, he would fill me with a lot of dread at the moment.
Oh, we've been telling you, right, Manny? We've been telling you Emerson doesn't deserve to be there, right? And somehow or another, we bought him for like what? Nearly 30 million pounds. He's not even worth a single penny out of it. So such a sad story. And who do you blame for that? Paratici. I don't know. But somehow or another, how would you say? Conte being stubborn still sticks with it, or he doesn't have a choice. He has to keep playing on with Emerson.
Well,
With the
he has to make a choice. I mean, like if clearly Emerson's going to be a liability, one good thing about Emerson being suspended from Premier League football is that he was able to, rejig his squad. It meant giving a start to Matt Doherty, and
yeah,
I suppose in it can be said that Doherty actually lent a little bit of solidity. And with Doherty, you get Premiership experience. But ooh,
2-0.
no, it's not going to be that bad. You're going to like this. I'm not going to spoil anything.
All right. Don't tell me it's a red card again. I'm not gonna like this, or I'm gonna like this.
You are going to like this.
Oh dear. So it's gonna be a Spurs equalizer then.
Me and my big fat mouth.
Yeah. So I guess Son, and it's Son at last. Yeah. Yeah.
Number one son, if you will.
Yeah. And they've been saying Son isn't been good, right? Big up to Son. Son equalizes, right? But this has been seen last, and Son doing a tribute to GBV. Yeah. Is he onside? Is he
Yep,
onside?
onside.
Yeah,
Onside,
he's
clear onside.
onside.
They wouldn't need to use that technology, clearly onside.
That's what I'm saying. The Kane Son combination again. You get what I'm saying? When Kane
Yep.
gets it there, right? When Son is running through like that, right? That's where Son is at most dangerous. And if Son is too far back, he can't do that. You see,
Exactly.
Kane has got no one to pick
Exactly.
up. You see, no one to
Exactly.
pick up. Yeah,
Exactly. So maybe Richarlison should try and get a little bit deep and give Son more space. But then if Richarlison
yeah,
goes
yeah,
deep, then
yeah,
he becomes impotent.
yeah.
So
Big up
it's a
Junior.
question. It's a
Sonny,
question
yes.
of it's a question in many ways of Conte not really having the ability to evolve tactically, or not being able to see what works and what doesn't. You can't simply be loyal to players just because. I mean, I get wanting to be a tough coach, the way he was able to axe the likes of Sergio Reguilon and Harry Winks and other players from the squad. Tanganga also left, and who was the other guy? Lo Celso. It's one thing to be that sort of a ruthless coach, but nothing altogether to be to stick with some players who clearly aren't up to it. You've got to be consistent everywhere across the board. If a certain player can't really do the job for you and is proving to be a liability, out he goes. Be
Mm,
consistent. That's all I'm saying.
that's true. But the thing is that sometimes I understand what Conte is. He's being put in a position where he doesn't have the players to actually try to give more freedom to Son. You get what I'm saying? So like I said, the quality isn't there where in the end of the day it shows. But it is what it is. We are stuck until the January transfer window. Then we'll find out actually what's going to happen, right?
I'm going to say this right now. Unless Antonio Conte improves the football that his team are playing, I don't see Tottenham really challenging. And that's a shame, because with the squad you
Oh
have, with the
no,
talent you
we're not,
have,
Manny. To be honest, we're not challenging for anything. Maybe a cup run. Maybe we do get. Oh, Hurricane is going to take the free kick. Come on. I thought we already said no more Hurricane free kicks.
as an England
Oh
fan, I say no more Harry Kane corners. Thank you very much.
no, but he hasn't taken a corner in the wrong time because dude, yeah, come on, Roy Hodgson. That's what he did to Harry Kane, make him take
Oh,
corners.
yeah.
Yeah,
Don't get me started
right.
on Way.
Yeah. Yeah. At least okay. At least he didn't hit the wall.
Pun intended.
Pun intended. Yeah. At least he didn't hit the wall.
No.
At least for once. Dear Harry Kane, why are you taking free kicks? Give it to Son.
All in all, it's just another free kick in the wall.
Well, it's not in the wall this time. All right.
Yeah, not this time, not this time. But
Not this
I'm
time.
sure.
Yeah.
I know you know your Pink Floyd well.
Yeah, I know. Of course I know my Pink Floyd well. Oh
Yeah,
dear.
and to everyone else in the chat, wish you were
Yeah,
here,
yeah, yeah.
because at the moment, Eugene and I are two lost souls swimming in this fishbowl. this time this year.
No, but you should be happy, right? Yeah, you should be happy being an Arsenal fan. You're top of the league. Right?
Uh,
When is
top
your
of the
next big?
league.
When's your
Huh?
next big game coming up?
We've got the Europa League game against Bodo Glimt tomorrow. I
Oh,
will be doing a watch along for that with
yeah,
a good mate of mine,
Steven.
Danny, AFC TV. And
Oh,
of
okay.
course, we've got the Premiership game at Elland Road against Leeds.
Mm-hmm.
I am quietly confident that we should win that because Leeds don't really look good at the moment. I predicted that
Yeah,
they would beat Crystal Palace and they weren't able to do so. But then the Premier League is the Premier League. Any
mm-hmm.
team can surprise you. Every team will have its day.
Yeah. But the way that you guys are going, but unless there's some injuries that happens to you guys, right? Then to tell the truth, I think the Liverpool game, right?
Yeah.
You put the final nail in Klopp's coffin by giving him more injury headaches. That's
Not
how I
really,
feel.
because here's the thing, though. With Trent being injured, it means that Joe Gomez comes to the picture, and that means that the defense
Yeah,
will be a little bit more solid. So
yeah,
I don't think Arnold will make the World Cup squad because, I mean, defensively, he hasn't been the best.
yeah.
He was skinned alive by Gabriel Martinelli and taken off at halftime, probably because
Unless
of an injury.
Southgate wants to take him there as a super sub kind of style, right? When you really need him to come on to put in a free kick, or is there a uh
No, 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 no,
oh
no. We
oh
don't need to because we've already got Kieran
oh
Trippier for that.
oh is there a penalty here?
We'll see what happens.
Is
Checking
VAR
it.
gonna look at it?
Possible
Yeah.
penalty check, yeah. So England already has Kieran Trippier for set pieces. We don't need Trent for that. And no, I don't think Arnold will make the squad at all. Reece James is
Yeah,
well ahead of him in the pecking order, and rightly so.
that's true.
We've got Trippier and Walker with their experience. Trippier will probably play as the attacking wing back or maybe the right back who will overlap. So, sorry, Trent won't be in the picture. But of course, now that he's injured, Joe Gomez comes to the team and he will certainly provide a lot of defensive tightness. It means
Yeah.
that I don't know if he will
Oh, if
necessarily.
the referee goes to look at the monitor, usually it turns into a penalty, right?
Yep, yep. Of course, he makes a
But Kane,
decision,
but
and
Kane, but Kane is already on the way down. He does touch him, right? There is a
yep.
clip there, and
No, but
he's in front.
he wasn't on the way down though. I think Jakic, who clearly made that foul, was feeling really. He did barge into him, and that was considered to be an impediment. So it
Hmm.
was right, and
I guess it's a penalty then.
yep,
Yeah,
and no prizes for guessing who's going to take it.
Harry Kane.
Hmm. So let's see what Kevin Trapp can do. Currently third choice for the German national team behind Mark ter
Mm-hmm.
Stegen and Manuel Neuer.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. Kane is about a 95% percentile in his penalty kick, so he did miss one right recently in the Premier League, if I'm not mistaken, against
I
Fulham.
don't remember that,
If I'm not
but
mistaken, yeah,
I
yeah, he
get
did
that.
miss
But
one. Yeah. But Kane hasn't scored in the Champions League yet. But my only thing with Kane this season, right? He hasn't scored many open goals. He's been scoring from penalty kicks and headers and all that. So
uh
yeah, let's see what happens. Will Hurricane score or will Trap save it? And of course, Manny's hiding his face. Most probably he's missed. 95%. Of course, he'll go in. Yep, we're 2-1 up.
rah rah Rasputin. Tottenham's got a goal machine. He's Harry
Yep,
Kane, and he's going to
yep,
score.
yep, yep. All right, we're 2-1 up. And when we're 2-1 up, right, that's the thing is that we're to see whether Frankfurt is going to come at us. That's how I see it. And
Hmm.
how's Liverpool doing against Rangers?
Let me check that game.
Yeah.
Obviously, the
Mm.
big game is Inter against
Uh,
Barcelona, but
yeah.
surprisingly, Rangers and Liverpool are equal. Half an hour gone, 1-1.
Okay. 1-1. All right.
Rangers came to Anfield and
Yeah.
did not offer anything. So obviously, in front of Ibrox, they were looking to score. I
Oh,
did predict
yeah,
that there
true.
would.
Ibrox
I
is not
did
an easy place to go to.
not
Really
by any
hostile there.
means, not by
Yeah,
any means, no. And
yeah, 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 yeah. Big up, big up, big up. Kane has scored, right? At least Kane has got his account open for this year's Champions League, right? But let's see what Frankfurt will do, and let's see whether that will give us more chance for counter attacks, right? Because Frankfurt knows that if they don't draw at least or win this game, right, or even
yeah.
Spurs, we know that if we don't draw, I mean, we have to win this game. If we don't,
Mhm.
more or less, we're on our way out, right? And I guess if we're on the way out, that won't be acceptable for the Spurs fans. But just long you don't want to be third and drop back into Europa League and meet Arsenal.
I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah, I
It
don't
will
think so.
probably be between. I mean, Frankfurt haven't really offered very much in this Champions League, so it will be
Yeah,
between you, Arsenal, and
Marseille
Sporting
and
Lisbon.
Sporting Lisbon. Yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah. Here goes Chuan Yao. Chuan Yao say, "Nice one, Sonny. Nice one, Son. Let's have another one." Yes, we need another one. Honestly, nowadays with Spurs playing like this, right? If we don't have a two-goal cushion, right, it gets really hairy. You know, we'll be always sitting on the edge, waiting, see what happens. But somehow or another, our defense have been a bit solid. I'm not sure whether you watched the Brighton match, right? After that
Hmm.
goal, we just sat back and then defended and defended more and defended more and defended more.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I guess one thing is the plus side about Conte is that he has got our defense being a bit more reliable, right, than most of other coaches because at least he's got not say the best out of Dyer and Davis, but made them a bit slightly improved. I would say that slightly improved. All
Hmm.
right. Oh dear. Frankfurt is getting a bit rough now, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. I guess that's what's going on now. Yeah. But at the moment, Spurs are 2-1 up. Being a Spurs fan, I'll be happy. I'll take it. Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. But at least for you guys, right, this season you don't have to travel much. Bodo Glim is quite near. You don't have some off like Kazakhstan team or Ukraine team or something like that, right? You guys have to
A
play.
good thing. A good thing. And again, we have people getting gassed up saying we could win the Europa League. We haven't even played the toughest team in the group, which is PSV Eindhoven.
You haven't?
No, we haven't, and we will be playing them soon. Eindhoven, of course, if you remember, were the team that were pipped to Champions League qualification by Rangers, who haven't
Rangers.
really done
Yeah,
very much. So PSV are going to be determined to unleash their
yeah.
fury on us and the other teams. They
You haven't
swatted
even played
Zurich.
one game against PSV
No, we haven't played them.
at all.
We've
That's weird.
postponement,
Oh
and all of that
yeah, that was
nonsense.
because of the Queen's. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep,
The
yep,
postponement
yep,
because of
yep.
the Queen's passing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You were supposed to play that Thursday or something like that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. So how are you gonna squeeze that in? That's gonna be a
I
bit tight.
believe uh, I believe will be postponed so that PSV can play. I don't know when that will be rescheduled, but we will see.
All right. That's weird. So they're gonna postpone the M City game so you guys can play the PSV game.
Yep, that's what they did, and we
Oh
will
yeah,
be
and,
playing
and,
them.
and we last year, right? We couldn't get the
Mhm.
Leicester game postponed, and we had to
Yeah.
forfeit. At least we don't say it. We had to forfeit the Conference League game
Mhm.
against Ryan.
But listen, at least that season you were in Europe and we weren't. And even despite having only one game a week, we still couldn't
Yeah,
finish in the top four. So
yeah,
we still remember the hurt. And I think it's a bit like that Gatorade advertisement, make defeat your fuel. There
yeah.
is a school of thought which says that the boys obviously have that at the back of their mind, with the exception of Jesus and Zinchenko, the boys have that at the back of their minds and they're
Okay,
determined
Harry
not to
Kane.
let this go.
All right, it gets to Emerson, and Emerson is useless. Emerson is
Uh huh.
always useless. Yep,
Yep.
Emerson is useless.
I mean,
Emerson
Even
is useless.
even Gary
He couldn't
Dar. I
even,
mean,
he
he,
couldn't even pass the ball 5 yards to Son in front.
yeah, even Matt Doherty would have done a better job than that. I'm pretty certain Jed Spence would have done
Oh,
better.
oh dear.
Antonio, wake up!
Antonio. Oh, Antonio. I don't know. Maybe we will see Doherty come on in the second half, right? To replace
If not,
Emerson.
if not Spence, it has to be Doherty.
Mm.
But we'll see.
I think Spence is being safe for the cups, like oh, Steven's not well enough, right? All right. Steven, no worries, right? Take care, bro. Right. You know Steven has issues, right, with his health. Lots of
Yep,
issues. So
yep,
yeah.
yep, yep.
So it worries me sometimes. Sometimes if I don't hear from him for quite some time, right? It worries me. Yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah. He's not feeling too. He's supposed to join us, but he's not feeling too well. Take care, bro. All right, take care. Okay, keep in touch. Keep in touch. All right. Nah. I think Spence will be safe for games like the Carabao Cup and the
FA
FA
Cup.
Cup and all. Yeah, right. Because like what Conte has always been saying, right? This is a Champions League. You can't be
Uh-huh.
testing players in the Champions League, right? You're not like saying in the Europa League or Conference League or something like that, where you can actually experiment with the players. So that's why every time he goes out there, he has to put his best team. He's got no choice. And indirectly, he's just trying to tell the owners, right? You didn't get me quality players in this summer transfer window, and I'm stuck with shit. That's all.
What is
Right?
he talking about? Perisic? I mean, okay, I get that Perisic was probably. Kulusevski was probably
No,
January
but
signing when
but,
Conte
but
came in.
Kulu is a January signing. Bentancur is a January signing. We're talking about summer, right? And to tell the truth, Perisic at the moment now has not impressed me that much, right? Perisic has not impressed me that much because I think he can go forward, but he can't come back to defend.
Uh
And
huh.
that when he does that, right, it leaves a big gap in our defense. So that's why you can see him being rested today, right?
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
I get that. So, like Shania Twain, he don't impress you much. He might have the speed,
yeah.
but he doesn't have the touch.
Oh, Son, and he goes in.
But,
It went in. I thought it went out. It went in.
and how's that for a finish?
Yeah. And when
Left footed
Son
volley.
and when Son is on form like that, right, he'll score a
Yeah.
hat trick.
Leicester all over again.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice one, Sonny. Nice one, Son. Nice one, Sonny. Let's have another one. Yep. Big up, Chon Yao. But is he offside? No offside. Oh, Hoybier is the one who provided the assist. And look at Son's volley. Oh, that was a good one. Okay, that was a good one. He
Yeah.
just went to
Frankfurt
trap
looks.
hands. Look at that.
Yeah.
The ball just went through his. Oh, he was going to the other side. No wonder.
Yeah. At least the right
Yeah,
thing to do would be to keep Son on and let him have his hat trick and maybe
yeah,
take Richarlison off, who hasn't really gotten into the game very much.
yeah, 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 yeah. Chunya, big up, big up. Right,
Bring
right.
on a midfielder, close everything up in the midfield, and Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, yeah. But the thing is that I don't think he'll do that now unless we're 4-1 or 5-1 up. Then he'll lock the game down, right? Because we still have our defense that will go into laps or moments, right? All
Hmm.
right. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, we've been saying the only goal scorer in the Champions League has been Richarlison. So at least now we have Son and Kane scoring in this game, right? So
Right.
it brings the odds up a bit, right?
By the way, I know that we've given Lloris a hard time, but he also made a very important save, diving down
Yeah,
from his
yeah.
left-hand side.
The near
Look,
post.
he's still capable of some pretty good saves. It's a lapse of
Lor-
concentration that.
Loris's problem is like this, right? He's a very good shot stopper, right? The only thing is to see whether he can't pass out the ball from anywhere. That's the sad part, right? And he's a danger to that all most of the time. He does have his current boo boos, we can see that, right? Where sometimes you do expect him to get the ball, push the ball further out, and he doesn't do that well with it. Richarlison is down and he's up. I guess he's okay. Are we getting a free kick? I guess we are. And the stadium is singing Antonio. Yeah. Antonio, yeah. Let's hope Emerson doesn't screw up.
You and me both. I mean, as an Arsenal fan, far be it from me to cheer for Tottenham, but I mean, I do appreciate good quality football, and seeing Emerson in your team, it's as if you're playing with 10 men. Of course, with Richarlison not being in the game, it's as if you're playing with 9 men, and yet you're still 3-1 up against this Frankfurt team who have looked really good in attack, but whenever they've been, whenever
defending,
yeah.
Questionable defending, yeah. And of course, Chenya is saying again, nice one, Sonny, nice one, Son. Nice one, Sonny. Let's have another one. So more, please. Yes, hat trick on the way. Yeah, hat trick on the way.
You got a lot of Asian, Malaysian fans up at this time. I mean, are they all Tottenham fans, or what's the story?
I'm not sure. Chenya is I think he is. I'm not sure whether he's in Malaysia. Are you in Malaysia, Chenya? Let me know. Right, Guguma is from Korea, or both of them could be from Korea, right? Mm-hmm. But of course, it's a lot of us Spurs fans are very committed, right? We do wake up to watch our games, right? And who is gone in? Oh, Benton Cole. Benton Cole has got a yellow card, right?
Yep.
Right. Big up Eva, man. Eva man is from Hong Kong. Big up Eva. Oh, Chenya is from UK at the moment. All right. Yeah. Big up Eva. Yeah.
Obviously, I don't mind being here in India watching the games this late. I mean, the midweek European and Premier League games are always going to be a pain in the backside. But again, if it means you're staying up until 2:30 or even 3:30 without daylight savings, then I guess it's something that has to be done. But obviously, being back in the UK would be so much better. Even better in a way would be in America, because the midweek games could be enjoyed over afternoon tea, and the afternoon games in the Premiership can be enjoyed over your breakfast. So that is actually the best way to view everything. And of course, all the Champions League games are being shown on NBC, SN Sports, and
yeah, that's true.
But and of course, it'll be Fox Sports sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, but for me, I'm used to it because I've been following Spurs for so long. We are very used to it, and actually now is under daylight savings. This game now is at actually 3 a.m. my time, right? And once daylight savings come back, when there's an 8-hour difference, that becomes very testing because the games will be at 4 a.m. my time. Oh, Son is going for his hat trick, right? And Google Mars in South Korea, she's 1 hour ahead of me. So
man,
for her now, she's about 4. But yeah, I think by the game ends for Guguma, she can go to work at 6 a.m. She can get ready and go to work at 6 a.m. All right.
So have an early dinner, an early nap, get up early, and just turn on the telly.
Yeah. Like for what I did today is that actually yesterday I had to wake up quite early for my time. I had to wake up at 6 a.m. my time to do run some errands and all that. So today I got back home a bit tired. About 8 p.m. my time, I went and took a nap. And your 8 p.m. nap, you can't sleep until 2 a.m. So somehow or another by 10 p.m. I was awake. So but I was still lying in bed until about 11 p.m. like resting, and all that. So that saved me some energy. So for me to do this watch along, and of course, let's see what happens after this. If I have enough energy, I might just hop on to a few other channels later after this watch along to somebody else's channel to do a continuation. Yeah.
Good luck with that. I mean, The problem is, of course, that once the game ends, the watch along normally ends, and a
Yeah,
chance there from Son to get a hat trick. Good save from Kevin Trapp over there. So
yeah.
Son is now getting into the game, and I think he's realised that instead of sitting back and being a little bit
Defensive.
coy,
Yeah,
he's got to come into the game a bit more because Richarlison,
yeah,
and now we see Richarlison dropping back deep and doing some midfield duties. So this
yeah.
is one of the things which, again, as a manager, I mean, if Klopp can do that, and some other manager could do that, Conte really does need to change everything because there comes
Mhm.
a time when he will have to be, when he can't keep picking his favourites, especially if some of his favourites keep letting him down time and time again. It's
But
ridiculous.
no, but the thing is, what I see from Conte, right? I don't think he has favorites at the moment. What he's trying to do is that he's trying to prioritize his matches that he has to take on. Like he's been saying, right? Champions League, Premier League is the best players have to play, right? If the other smaller cups, most probably he'll do more rotation. And then with injuries coming in, that doesn't give him much choice. That's how I
Hmm.
see it, right? And then
Right.
we're already having Decky out so early in the season, right? And Decky is not even going to the World Cup, you know. Kulusevski is already out, right? So that's why sometimes I'm just sitting here waiting, right, for Arsenal to have a little blip, like when if let's say Zinchenko or Odegaard or maybe Jesus, right, gets injured and they can't play, then that will actually show your depth at the moment because like you're
Agreed.
playing, yeah, you're playing against teams like Bodo Glim and all that, right? You're gonna rest like 6, 7 players to play against them. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And of course, you mentioned Bodo Glimt. We brought on a lot of first team regulars in the second half because apparently Arteta thought we would be looking a bit shaky. Thankfully, none of them got injured. And of course,
Yeah.
we lost party against Manchester United. We ended up losing that game 3-1. If Jesus were to get injured, we would be definitely up the river without a paddle because I do not have any faith that Eddie Nketiah will deliver the goods. People will say, well, he scored twice in the Europa League. Yes, against Zurich and Bodo Glimt, for crying out loud. What has he done in the Premiership so far? He has gotten a few sub appearances against Fulham. He came on with half an hour to go, had a few chances, couldn't put them away. So you got to be expected to put them away. And if you're being given a contract of 100,000 quid a week and that iconic number 14 jersey, you got to do better with
No.
that. And I'll tell you now, if I were to choose between Edward Nketiah and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, I'd still take Aubameyang any day of the week and twice on a
Of
Sunday.
course, right. Of course, right.
Having
Yeah.
said that, of course, Aubameyang is now with Chelsea.
Yeah.
There is a part of me that's really, really glad that he didn't go to Tottenham because, in any case, you didn't need him with Richarlison and Son and
Yeah.
Kane. And of course, if he had gone to Tottenham, I mean, can you imagine the backlash?
Yeah. That's true. But to tell the truth, right? You guys haven't played Chelsea yet.
Yeah, exactly. We haven't
Yeah.
played Chelsea. We haven't played Manchester City. We haven't played you at White Hart Lane. We haven't played Manchester United at home. We still have to play Liverpool at Anfield. And, that's the thing. And we also have to set the record straight against some of our other bogey teams.
Mm.
Brighton can definitely give us a game, and they have a record against us at the Emirates, which is really good. Southampton can certainly cause a few problems, despite
Emerson.
their
Come
bad
on,
run of form.
Emerson. Why don't you take it on the first? Emerson. Emerson. I understand what you're saying. That's why. Uh, you should beat Leeds this coming weekend, right? But you never know because you're going to Ellen Road, and Ellen Road, the stadium and the crowd there is a totally different kettle of fish, right? But at the moment now, you've already passed a lot of the hurdles that last season that you all didn't actually get through. So I guess at the moment now, you're actually in quite a good position. Even if you win or win predominantly most of your matches that you played against the, let's say, the apart from the big six, right? And you already beaten us once, and you already beaten Liverpool once. I guess it puts you in a very good position. That's how I say it. But unless, like you said, while the games are coming in thick and fast, and somehow another injuries start creeping into your squad, then maybe the scenario might change, right? Maybe the scenario might change. But at the moment, it's halftime.
Yep.
It's
It is
halftime.
half time. And Romero actually had a header at goal that was
I know.
saved by
Yeah.
Kevin Trapp. So yeah,
Yeah.
they've come into the team well. And just let me get something to eat, I think. I've got some crackers here.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Normally,
Go ahead.
normally if I'm doing a watch along, uh, I'd sort of have a very light dinner and feast myself later on during the watch along on some uh, grilled chicken or barbecued chicken. But ironically, I had some chicken for my dinner tonight, so it's just going to be some crackers now. That way, I'll avoid
Yeah.
spending too much on
I
food.
I had McDonald's big breakfast for breakfast, and I had duck rice for lunch, and I had fried noodles for dinner. And before the I hopped on, I had a pack of crisps and an orange for supper. Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
And I'm not gonna eat
it,
after that because it's already 4 a.m. here.
I agree. I agree. By the way,
Yeah,
there's a wonderful Malaysian connection. One of my favorite restaurants in the city where I live, Chennai or Madras, as
yeah.
I prefer to call it, is the Nasi Kandar Pelita restaurant. Now I
Oh,
know
nasi
you.
kandar pelita. Yeah, we have
Yeah,
it.
you've got branches all over Malaysia, and
Yeah.
I know that Nasi Kandar is popular in Penang, and I'm sure that is where there'll
It's
be a
popular all
large
over Malaysia. It's
Tamil
popular all over.
community,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so we don't get the full range of dishes that you normally would at the restaurant, but obviously,
In
I
Chennai?
always go. Yeah, obviously, in Madras, I think it was opened some several years ago, about
Uh-huh.
20 or so years ago. So obviously, they won't serve beef and they won't serve pork. I
Uh-huh.
mean, pork isn't halal in any way, but
Of course.
they don't serve beef. Don't serve beef in that restaurant. Of course, if it were open
Yeah.
now, maybe they would serve beef. I
Okay.
believe.
Oh, we serve beef. We serve no. Of course, we don't serve pork, right? Nasi Kandar is Indian Muslim restaurant, right? We serve beef. We have lamb. Of course, we got a seafood variety, right? But if you got any chance, the next time you do come down to KL, I'll bring you not to Pelita. It's not one of those big brand nasi kandas, but they are a very traditional old. It's like this nasi kanda stall, right? My dad
Mhm,
brought me there when I was young.
mhm.
It's a generational thing, and it still exists, right? And whenever you go there for lunch, right, the queue is like 20, 30 people long because the restaurant ain't big. It seats about 40 people at one time. Yeah. If you let me know when you're ever coming down to Malaysia, right?
Yeah, definitely, I will. I mean, I would love to come and meet you. I know, obviously, in
Yeah.
Penang, there are several
Yeah.
joints. I mean, the Dean Mojo restaurant,
Penang
and
Nasi
also,
Kanda is at Line Clear, right? It's a very famous Nasi Kanda in Penang called Line Clear, right? And
yeah.
that's one of it. And of course, we do have a lot of mixtures. Nasi kanda is one of the main thing, but because of the Indian Muslim community here, right, we do have a bit of a separation. There is the actual we call it banana leaf rice.
Uh huh.
Yeah, the rice which you eat on a banana leaf, right? That
Yep.
also
Yep. Yep.
is, but that is mostly operated by the Tamil or the Telugu people,
Yep. Yep.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that is very popular. That we have it in Malaysia too, right?
Mhm.
And of course, I'm not sure whether you're vegetarian or not. No, because you understand,
Ha-
being Hindu.
I to- I told you I eat my chicken, right? I'm
Yeah. Oh yeah,
hardcore
sorry. Yeah.
non-vegetarian.
All right.
Hardcore
Correct.
non-vegetarian.
Yeah. But because being Hindu, you don't take beef. I'm sure. Right.
No, I actually have tried beef. I've stopped eating
Uh,
pork, but I do have beef every now and then.
okay. Uh, we do have that the banana leaf rice, but that's why there's sometimes in Malaysia our culture is very very intertwined. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Yeah, because you have the Chinese, the Southern India influence, and then of course the Indian Muslim influence, right? And of course the Malay influence, right? And then don't forget we have the Indonesian influence, and then
Hmm.
you have if you go further north, right? You have the Thai influence, right? And of course you go to East Malaysia, right? Also you have the Indonesian influence, and of course the Filipino influence on that side. So they're very diverse. Our food is very diverse, right? Uh, Honestly, if I do leave Malaysia, the only thing most probably I miss is the food. Yeah, but being
Truly Asia.
yeah, truly Asian. And to tell the truth, let's hold on. I got another guess. Hi, Guguma.
Hi.
Yeah,
Hi,
Guguma from South Korea. Yeah.
Manny.
How you doing?
I'm
What
good.
time is it over there for you?
It's 4:55 a.m. here.
Yeah, Guguma is 4:55. So after the game, she will freshen up, put on her makeup, and she'll go to work. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. How you been doing there?
Good, good. The
Mm.
game is so good. Sunny, yay.
Yay. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
waiting for Sonny to score his Champions League hat trick. He has not done that before, right?
Yeah, I don't think he has. Maybe
Yeah,
tonight, yes?
yeah, maybe tonight. And I
Mhm.
Yeah.
and I'm trying to figure out, has an Asian actually scored a Champions League hat trick before?
I don't think so. I don't
Did
think
Park did Park Ji Sung do it before? I don't
no.
think so, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's on the brink of creating history again.
Let me take a
Yeah,
look on Google. That's why we have Google.
yeah.
Asian.
Oh yeah, man. Don't go to Google, right? We're gonna be called the Google Stadium soon.
I had to mention open my mouth. I mean, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
it's bad. It's bad enough that the new camp is being called the Spotify camp now. But seriously,
Spotify
this is
camp.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
yeah. We'll be called the Google Stadium soon. So yeah.
Eugene, I like
When-
Sunny.
Whenever money does a search on Google, right? Spurs get money.
Yeah.
I heard also the name Chrome Dome. That's kind of
Chrome
cute.
Dome. Chrome Dome. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's
Yeah.
amazing. Far be it from me as an Arsenal fan to try and support you lot, but here I am. I mean, that's what you get with me. I'm not partisan in any
Yeah.
way. I enjoy
Yeah.
good football, whichever team is playing. So I already know that. Yeah, okay. Most appearances, most goals by an Asian player. That record happens to be with. Okay, this might be. I don't know if this updated. Yeah, it was from last year. I think Heung-min Son should be up there on the top, but there's a Uzbek player, Maxim Shachkik,
All right.
who plays for Dynamo Kiev. He
All
has
right.
20. According to this page, he has 23. Heung-min Son now should have about 21 or so, and I know He Chan Huang, who is with Wolves, played for
Okay.
Salzburg, Leipzig.
Mhm.
He has about 5. And with Park Ji Sung, with Ji Sung Park having played for both PSV and Manchester United, he only scored about 5 goals. So I don't think he was able to score a hat trick. So if you scored only about 5 or 4 or 3 goals, as this list
Yeah.
specifies, you wouldn't have had a hat trick. But yeah, there are some Uzbek players, some Korean players here. Japanese, definitely. The likes of Kagawa and
Yeah.
Minamino have found the net,
Jakarta.
but Hungman Son is all the way up there. Um,
Yay,
the pro-
Sunny.
yeah, the problem is I really don't know if this list is updated because it's
Updated.
from
Yeah.
February of last year. So I will have to look at the
No, February of
updated list.
last year. No, I don't think any. But we are talking about, has any Asian player scored a hat trick in the Champions League? So that's
Let me
the
take a
question.
look. Yeah,
I
so
don't think so.
this is from 2021, 2019. Uh, you know, for some reason, we don't really have the updated stats. So
Mm. Yeah. But never mind. Son will do it tonight. Yep. Son will do it tonight. Right, Guma? Sonny will get his hat trick tonight.
Fighting, Sunny. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Sonny will get his hat trick tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, now, Mani and I were just talking about food in Malaysia.
Mm-hmm.
And to tell the truth, right, Korean restaurants are popping up like crazy in Malaysia now, right?
Oh,
It's a big
really?
thing it's a big thing in Malaysia now. It's now Japanese restaurants used to be the in thing, but nowadays
Mm-hmm.
Korean restaurants are popping up everywhere. And it's always about I think they've got this like fast food version where they do fried chicken and all that, right? So
Ah, yes.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
there's a very popular Korean restaurant kind of thing going on in Malaysia now, right? But of course, we do have our Korean food, and of course, Malaysia Korean barbecue is very popular here. But
oh
the
yeah,
only
Korean barbecue.
yeah, Korean
I
barbecue
love
is
Never.
very
Malaysian
yeah.
laksa though. It's so delicious.
Malaysian laksa.
Yeah.
Do you have any Malaysian restaurants in Seoul?
I'm sure there is. I've never been to one, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure there is. Mm-hmm.
If you look for it, yeah, I'm sure there will be. To tell the truth, there are Malaysian restaurants more or less around all over the world nowadays, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Mani was saying there's what we call nasi kanda, right? If you do how you what call it, if you translate it directly, is kanda actually means like a barn or something like that. But
Mm-hmm.
the history of nasi kanda is quite weird because it used to be something like someone carrying it on his back and going around serving it and selling it, right?
Yeah.
And there is a Malaysian brand actually in Chennai. Yeah. And Chennai used to be known as Madras,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And that's what I learned recently. Yeah.
That's
So
that's how we got the Madras curry going on, which is of course the UK's most popular curry dish.
yeah.
Salvia chicken tikka masala, beef Madras is
Uh,
what it is. And
okay.
normally whenever I go there, Eugen, I always get the nasi kanda with the mutton sambal or the
Yeah.
goat sambal, as it would be
Yeah.
technically called, and
Yeah.
it's really good. I mean, obviously, the way it's served. Not normally, you won't get this thing where I mean, you mentioned that Palita is more of a brand chain, right?
Yeah.
So if you go there, you won't actually see them, pouring that curry sauce on
Yeah.
top of that rice in that traditional way. But you need to go to some of these stalls, a little bit like the Dean Maju stall in Penang or some other
Oh
places
yeah.
where
Yeah.
where you see the
Uh,
servers actually pour the sauce on top of the rice.
so you
And
see, we call that usually it's called what we do that is that when we ever go to nasi kana store, right? Whenever we say kuah campur, that means you take all the sauces from every dish and it's poured into the rice.
Mhm.
So you
Wow.
mix with every sauce from, and I'm sure you don't have beef there. It's like the beef curry sauce will go on, the prawn curry sauce will go on, all the sauce, chicken curry sauce will go on, and then more or less your rice is like swimming in 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 sauce, in curry of different kind. Yeah. So that
Yeah,
gives it a
and
very different flavor.
and at the Dean Maju stall, they also serve the rice with a type of citrusy sort of another sambal like this, but it's a little bit more like a citrusy type of almost like a chutney in a way. So you
Yeah.
have that with the rice, and it lends a little bit of a tangy taste to that. So yeah, United Spurs of America. Oh, we need to get three Spurs boys, Bobby K here. I
Oh,
mean, he would be
I
able to.
invited Bobby K on, but he says he's not good in a watch along, right? Bobby K, if you're watching, right? Let's see how.
Hi,
And please,
Jacob. Hi,
yeah,
Eva.
Jacob, yeah, Jacob. The thing is, I can't send you the link. Let me see whether I can. Jacob, you want to hop on? I'll send you the link. All right, if you want to hop on. Let me
Yay.
find. Let me get the link out to
Hi,
Jacob.
William.
Let's see whether I can get the link out to Jacob. I'll put it onto the hoodlum. Oh no, not this. I'm not supposed to do this. Hold on. I'm really bad with tech. Okay. I'm supposed to do this. Copy link. Look for the hoodlum. Jacob, I'll put it into the hoodlum chat. If you are free, hop on. Where is the
Good
hoodlum
timing
chat?
too, because where I am, the players are already out on the field. I think
Yeah,
they haven't removed.
I'm still going through my advertisements. Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't removed those small plastic mini cones yet, so I think they're still doing some final warm ups, but they're going to start soon. And you know, Yushin and I were talking tactically about how the team was set up, and I think they're going to kick off in a minute now.
Mhm.
Basically, the 3-4-3 formation was, for me, it was sort of top heavy, middle light. Richarlison was, he never got into the game, and it was Kane and Son who were doing everything. Frankfurt were overrunning Tottenham in the midfield, and of course, the defense looking a little bit clumsy sometimes. Maybe Richarlison could be brought off for another midfielder. What's your opinion?
Guguma?
Yeah, Gogama.
Oh, my opinion?
Yeah?
Do you mean like if they should change it or not?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think we should just keep it like this for now.
Yeah. For the time being, we should keep it like this for now. But I think what
Okay.
Mani is trying to say is that ever since that we saw that Son doesn't fall back too deep, right? He's been able to run onto the balls further up the field, so that's been very productive for Son.
Yeah,
Because
Eugene, has the game
yeah.
started for you, Eugene?
Yep, started. What time are you at now?
48, 49, 50. That's
48. You're 48. My God,
No,
you're
like
3 minutes.
no. See, the idea is what I said.
Oh,
to
yeah,
you in
okay. You're
seconds.
45, 48, 49, okay, 50.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
at 33 now. That means you're about still 35 seconds. Yep,
Yep,
35
Eugene, I'm
seconds.
35
gonna hop off. Is that okay?
All right, Guguma. I'll catch up with you later. Maybe after that.
Okay. I'll be
Right.
Bye,
watching
Goguma.
you guys. It was nice to
All
talk
right.
to you.
All
Bye.
right. Take care,
Likewise,
Guguma.
take care of
Bye.
yourself. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
All right. Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Yeah. And Jacob, I've sent you I put the link in the hoodlums if you want to hop on, Jacob. Right? Yeah. Yeah. So let's see what Frankfurt is gonna do now. I guess, right? I guess Frankfurt will have to come up, right? And try to create something. And let's hope maybe that will open up more spaces for Son to run in to score his hat trick and to be, I guess the first Asian. Steven. Steven couldn't resist. Hi, Steven.
How you doing,
How you
man?
doing, bro? How you feeling? Feeling better?
Alright. Yeah, I'm alright.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you watching the game?
Yeah, I'm watching it now. You just kicked off, innit?
Yep, just kicked off for the second half.
You parked the bus yet?
No, we've not parked anything yet at the moment. Not
Give
yet.
it a minute.
No, 75 minutes we'll park the bus then. He'll take off Sonny and then he'll bring on who else? He'll bring on Bissouma, right? And
Basuma's not really parking the bus, to be fair.
he'll park the bus. I don't know. Maybe he'll bring on Davis, right? And then he'll bring on who else do we have? Sanchez. Yeah. But we're still playing a 5-3-2 kind of thing at the moment. That's weird. Have we dropped back to become a 3-5-2?
I think Richarlison might have dropped back. I'm not too sure because he wasn't really getting into the game, so it made sense for him to drop back and let Son and Kane have the lion's share of the attacking duties. So yeah, I mean, he might as well take Emerson off and bring on Doherty. Take off Richarlison and bring on a midfielder because Emerson has looked awful. Simple as that.
Yeah. He'll never take Emerson off. We know that. You know that. The whole world knows that. Not that, but we do know that he usually does his changes more or less in the 75th minute or so. Right. So we'll wait and see. Right. Unless he doesn't want to be stubborn and hang on to it. Right. And I guess if he has the Premier League game in mind this weekend, so he should rest a few players. Right. He should rest a few players. Right. And big up Bugoma saying hello to Steven.
Big up.
Yeah. What are you chewing there?
None.
No. Oh, there's a pen. Okay. Oh, you're having a Coke again.
No, no.
How are the other results going? Bayern, Inter doing is Barcelona doing anything to Inter?
I think it's
Let me
1-0
check the
between
results.
Rangers and Liverpool. It was 1-0 between Rangers and Liverpool last time I checked. Let me check.
Still
I'll
1-0.
check it. I'll check it.
Yeah, Barcelona are
Yeah,
ahead 1-0.
Yeah, Porto are 1-0 up. It's 2-0 to Marseille Sporting. It's
Okay.
Bayern Munich are 4-0 up. Porto are 1-0 up. Atletico Madrid and Club Brugge 0-0 full time. Rangers 1, Liverpool 1, and Barcelona 1, Inter Milan 0.
Barcelona 1-0 up. All right. That's
Let me check who scored for Barca. It looks like it's Dembele who scored.
Yeah,
Ousmane
but guys,
Dembele.
what do you think about A Madrid this season? Right, they're really bad in the Champions League. Have they just like given up on the Champions League or something like that? And Bruges is like the surprise team this season, right? And they're unbeaten, and the top of the group. That's a scary thing, right? But the other thing is that Marseille is beating Sporting. Okay, that's gonna be interesting, right? If Marseille
Yep.
beats Sporting, right, that means we will be top of the group. And if we still maintain this scoreline, we'll be top of the group.
And of course, when Arsenal come to White Hart Lane, that is going to be epic because of the
Oh no,
the
no,
Arsenal connection to that squad.
we're gonna play Marseille away. They really, yeah, right. We already played them in White Hart Lane. We beat them 2-0 because they were down to 10 men. Right. So our biggest challenge now, right? Because we are looking to beat Sporting at home to secure our position, okay, or to qualify for the group. But if we can't beat Sporting at home, right, the Marseille game becomes really, really tense, you know. And I think we can't lose to them, right? So let's see what happens there in the end of the day. Let's see what happens there in the end of the day, right?
Stephen, what's your time now, mate?
Past 9.
What?
No, the game.
What? I'm on 50th minute.
Yeah, the 50th minute.
I'm on the 50, 41, 42, 43.
Okay.
So you are well behind me, about nearly a minute behind me.
Yeah.
And I'm 35 seconds ahead of you.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
As you said.
Sessignon.
It was Sessignon who had that chance.
Could you ask the chair?
Yeah, Sessignon. Sessignon. This is the type of things you're talking about. You can't not take chances like that. You see, you get what I'm saying? No, you can't not take chances like that.
No, because I'll punish you. Come on, Session has just scored up. Don't buffer, you twat. You're fucking minute behind.
What's going on there, Stephen?
Fuck if he wants to buffer, yet he's already a minute behind. Look, Jesus Christ.
Stephen, buffering. Okay, all right.
Fucking piece of shit. It is a piece of shit.
No.
But
See,
I can't afford this fucking BT on top of Sky is bullshit. They say it's free for Sky's for Sky customers. It ain't. It's an extra 20 quid. Nine bastards.
You paying for it?
Yes, I only could pay for Sky.
All right.
I'm paying for BT as well.
Okay.
For fuck's sake.
So now I guess Spurs is purring. Look at that. And Son?
Right, I'm on 52-37.
Okay. You're quite far back.
Yeah, well, I can't help it.
Yeah. It's okay. No problem. Right. For my shows, we don't sync. All right. We like to see the reaction of each person's face when it goes in. Or something happens.
Well, that's if it stops fucking buffering, that is.
Yeah, Stephen.
He's probably thinking you're watching Tottenham. Oh, fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah. When is the next F1 race, Stephen? Has it gone over the Americas yet?
Yes, it will go to United States next.
Yeah, but not this weekend. Not this weekend, right? Next weekend, right?
What? It's next weekend, yeah.
Next weekend, not this weekend.
And because Red Bull been found guilty, they should do exactly what Ross Bourne said back in 2019 when they introduced it, which is if you break the rules, you lose your championship, which means Hamilton will be champion.
Let's see what happens there.
And will fucking deserve.
Yeah. And Jamie, you just woke up?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Jamie, if you just woke up, join us, Jamie. All right. Big up, Jamie. All right. Yeah, I know. They already said that they've breached the rules, right? So let's see what happens. But they have not given out the penalties yet and all that. So let's see what happens there. All right. So I guess most probably they have to wait until But will it have a ripple effect to this season? That's what I'm saying. Right.
Who's eating?
Mm.
Who's eating?
Sorry?
Someone's eating. I can hear it.
Eating? No. Mani, are you eating, Mani? Maybe Mani's eating, yeah. Mani's eating crepes.
I was going to say.
Mani's eating some chips.
So that
Crackers.
will be.
Yeah, Mani's having some crackers.
So that will be.
And I can hear your clock, Stephen. You have a
Yeah.
clock on. Yeah. Wonders of technology. Yeah. I guess the Spurs are in control of the game then, right? So every time we go forward, Frankfurt seems to be a bit, and Harry Kane passes it to Son. And Son is fouled. And Son goes down and he comes back up again. Frankfurt does have his problems. But I think they're somewhere like 8 in the Bundesliga, so I guess this shows the quality, right? Sonny free kick. Yes, Sonny's on free kick. Can Sonny put it straight in and get his goal? Get his hat trick. Let's see what happens. At least not Harry Kane, right, Eva? Harry Kane had his free kick earlier. Well, at least he didn't hit the wall. Okay. Oh. Too close to the keeper. Yeah. I can hear Stephen. You're typing on your laptop or computer, something like that. Yeah. You do any shows lately, Stephen?
I was supposed to be doing one today, wasn't I?
Yeah, I know. You're not feeling too well. Right.
Right.
You doing a watch along tomorrow?
Should be.
Okay.
But I
What
don't
time you
know.
guys playing?
What?
What time is Arsenal playing Bodo Glimt?
They're playing at 5:45.
Oh, so it's going to be an early match then.
Yeah, I know it's an early match. But I don't like. I know when I'm going. I'll be doing a watch along if I feel alright.
All right. Yeah.
Because I'm at the hospital, and sometimes I feel like shit afterwards.
Okay. Right. You going to the hospital again tomorrow?
Yeah, because I got to have it every week, haven't I?
Ah, okay. That's your routine, right?
Yeah, it's my routine every Thursday.
Okay.
I might
Just for a
even need.
Are you going
No,
for a
it's
checkup?
no, it's my usual infusion, isn't it?
Oh, your infusion. Yeah.
Check.
Come on, son. And then red card. There's a red card.
Red card for who?
Second yellow.
For who?
Yeah. Who's getting it now?
For who?
It's Tuta.
Tuta is
Number
getting
35. Yeah, Tuta.
it. That means he's getting.
Yeah, it's a shirt tug and then a pull. I'm sorry, but you can't do that.
Oh. Okay. Right. All right.
Yeah, that's enough.
Skivvies and not pretty sight. Okay, Jamie, we understand.
Yeah. So some updates. Liverpool are up 2-1 against Rangers. Inter Milan have equalised. Porto
Seriously?
are now 2-0. Yeah, Porto are now 2-0 up. So I predicted that Liverpool would win 2-1. So let's see if they can hold on to that prediction.
My God, he's
Well, I've only seen one yellow.
no. The earlier yellow was on the edge of the box when Son took the free kick.
Hang on, I'm about to. I'm watching it now.
Mm.
So they're standing around two.
Yeah, the first one was at earlier back when he tripped
Yeah,
Son.
yeah. I know. I see it. That one.
Yeah, this one is he's wrestling Son.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You can't do that. It's a second bookable
Maybe
game.
it's got a yellow card too.
Can
So
I
guess
just
over then.
hang on? Can I just clarify something here? Like, if someone tugs your shirt and pulls you
Yeah,
down,
yeah.
right? Like I saw, because I was watching the Leeds games with my mum's fiance, right, and my mum, and they saw one of their players being pull someone to the ground, one of the Crystal Palace players.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
and they were saying that should have been a red card, and I went, if that's a red card, we should stop fucking playing. And I
No,
said,
that's yellow.
no, I said to both the pair of them, in the laws of the game, a tug of the shirt, right, unless it's strangling his neck, like it was against Saka, a pull of the shirt, like the back or bottom of the shirt, is right to pull him to the ground. That's a booking. It's a
Yeah.
booking.
How about
The
Steven,
only
remember?
time I said to him, the only time it's a red card is if he's
Red card.
last man. If he's the last man.
What's the goal? Last man towards the goal is a red card. Remember
Yeah.
the Euros when Cellini pulled Saka
Yeah,
back?
yeah, that's what I'm saying, because they were saying,
that was a yellow card.
I know, and that's what they were saying. They said only if it's strangling his neck, which is what he was doing to Saka, right?
Yeah, but
But he was no, but the Palace player was pulling the bottom of the shirt, so I said that's a booking. That's only a booking, right? Only if he's last man is it a red card. They were like, well, no, no, that should have been a red. They said, well, check the laws of the game then, because in the laws of the game it says so.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's yellow card.
And they used to glorify a time, right, back in the 80s where they took lumps out of each other.
Check. Yeah, they used to.
You know what I mean? They said you support you supported a football back when they used to do 2-footed tackles and you get a fucking yellow for it, right? And you're saying that's now red. Come on.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, come on, Son. Son couldn't reach it.
Oh, this thing's shit.
Now we just want Son to score one more goal, get his hat trick to make become the first Asian player to be to score a hat trick in the Champions League. That's what me and Mani's waiting for, right?
Yeah, I mean, I hope he does. It would be a shot in the arm for Asian football. And of course, another addition to the.
Oh, will you stop buffering?
Steven.
I'm not fucking doing this. It ain't even funny now. This ain't even funny.
By the way, Eugene, there was a message in the chat. Bentancur has to be protected. He's on a yellow.
I don't think. No, the thing is that, to tell the truth, right? If you take out Bentancur now, most you're gonna put on Bissouma. That's how I see it. But at the moment now, they are down to 10 men. So we will have the ball possession. We will be on the attacking.
I don't think you need to go. You don't need to park the bus.
Yeah. So the thing is that not too afraid about that, right?
If you park the bus, then that just shows how shit you are.
Yeah, we're not gonna park the bus. Kane has gone down.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Fuck that up.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Kane is down. Hey, so it'll be good.
Oh, you're fucked.
Oh no, Kane is back up. Son. Another free kick.
Mate, you can barely score goals as it is. If you lose him, you're screwed.
Kane is okay. Now Son is down, holding his knee.
So is Hasebe, a former Japan captain.
Do you know what? That Arsenal gossip column yesterday was really good.
What?
The show I did yesterday was really good. It was really positive
Mm-hmm.
for once.
Ah.
Manny, after this, I want to talk to you.
What?
Can I talk to Manny after the game, after the show?
Oh, sure, no problem. What show did you do yesterday?
Arsenal gossip column.
Ah.
We had a couple of fans that were Arteta on there as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, it looks as though your friend's wish has been granted, and as you predicted, Bentancur will be coming off and Basuma will be coming on.
Mm-hmm.
Double change for Tottenham from the looks of it, because there's another one next to him. I don't know if that's Oliver Skipp or Matt Doherty.
Who else has the other yellow card? If I'm not mistaken, Bissouma, Bentancur has got one, and all right, Bentancur is going off.
And as predicted, Richarlison is going off, and Skipp is coming on for him.
All right. That means we're turning into a 3-5-2 then. Oh dear.
You're parking the bus. Are you serious?
Yeah. We've gone to a 3-5-2. Right. I don't know. Maybe it'll give chance for
shit.
Emerson to go forward and do shit.
Mate,
Not do anything.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah. What to do? Welcome to Tottenham Hotspur.
And Frankfurt was supposed to have made their substitutions quite some time ago. I see Smolcic, the number 5,
But
coming
this is not what I expect from Conte. This is only one reason, is because he's not got the players he wanted.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sorry. Otherwise, he wouldn't be doing this.
No, I think the next step he will take off Emerson and put on Doherty. Maybe that will give more impetus.
Why is Emerson still playing? I don't know.
He's the favorite, right?
Oh Christ! That guy makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but wherever it is, right, we're winning, so that's the most important thing. Yeah. And with the results going on, we'll be top of the group, so that should be good. And Dyer's gonna take the free kick, not Harry Kane this time.
Yeah.
Look, when you bought Eric Dyer, you should really pay attention to his name.
I know. It will be a corner.
And Frankfurt are making a quadruple substitution.
Okay.
Well, that is a first.
They have to. They're down to 10 men. Are they going to become more attacking or what? Or more defensive? Rafael Borre? Makuto Hasabi is going off. I think that's a precaution. Yep.
Oh no.
Sebastian Rode is coming on. Sebastian Rode is going off. What are you writing there?
Shit, that's what I'm doing. Fucking it up every time. I write down everyone's predictions, you see. So I create the table for the next show.
Okay.
That way I'm prepared.
All right.
I should really be doing a highlight video for the Liverpool game. I'm tempted to.
You're playing Leeds, right?
Yeah, we're playing Leeds this week.
Away?
Yep.
Confident?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Should be winning that.
All right.
Easy.
That's where you got Nketiah from, right? Or Nketiah is homegrown?
No, Nketiah came from the academy.
Okay. Oh, did he go out there to on loan or something?
He went on loan.
Yeah, he went there on loan, yeah.
And he could even make the bench when they win the championship. and people still rate him. How are they rating?
What's
I don't
Hugo
know.
doing? Oh, Hugo. That okay, Manny. That is the problem with Hugo. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Uh-huh.
That's the problem with Hugo. Imagine that was Haaland in front of you. What would happen?
Well, maybe
Oh.
get torn to shreds.
Lapses of
Yeah.
concentration. That's all it is, sir. I mean,
Yeah.
we saw that in the 2018 World Cup final against Croatia. Fortunately, his team
Um,
scored more goals. If he hadn't have made that error, he probably would have pipped Courtois to winning the
Golden Glove.
the best goalkeeper award in that tournament. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. At least, unlike Courtois, he has a World Cup winner's medal.
Yeah. True.
oh, cool, mate.
What's
Belgium,
Højbjerg doing? Why
Belgium
didn't he
have
just
had
pass
a
the ball forward?
Belgium have
Come on.
had such a great team, right? And they still ain't won anything. Which shows
Belgium.
us
Belgium will never win
they're like
anything. Bro.
us.
They weren't going to win anything.
No, but they're like us. Such a great team that don't even win anything.
But the problem is that why do you think England's a great team? I don't think they're a great team.
If
Right.
they are, if you give them the right manager.
They have the potential to
Mate,
be a
the
great team. Oh, Romero,
Eugene,
you okay?
the quality, man. Look at the quality he's got available. He decides to play. He decides to play fucking defensive.
Harry Maguire.
He wants to play defensive all the time.
He brings on Eric Dyer into the defense.
Exactly. Like, you look at all the attacking quality. We should be up there, easy.
Yeah, that's true. And I guess
Like,
this was
losing
already
four against Hungary.
this World Cup was going to be Kane's last, right? If I'm not mistaken. Right.
Well, it is going to be, isn't it?
Yeah.
Come on, let's
I
face
think he
it.
can last for one more Euros. That's all. And that'll be the end of it. I don't think he'll make it to the next World Cup. He's already what? Oh, next World Cup he'll be 34.
You
Maybe
might
one
do
more.
actually.
Yeah, maybe one more World Cup. All right.
Well,
But then I don't think he'll be out.
I don't look at age. I just look at how good he is. If he's still putting in goals.
Yeah.
Right? But anyway, there's no. I don't really want to talk about England right now.
Yeah.
I really
But you
don't.
can see what Kane is doing for Spurs now, right? So, especially I think this is the World Cup year. He's not been really in it for the club. That's how I see it. He's only been scoring penalties and headers.
Well, there you go. Then it shows that he's not being used correctly. But he's going to get in the England squad because it's fucking Harry Kane.
But he scored 8 from 9.
Yeah. But if you see against England, what's he done for us? Fuck all.
That's true.
4-0 against fucking Hungary.
After the Euros, England has done fuck all. That's true.
But then, to be fair, we got fucking Southgate who lose fucking against Hungary 4-0. I'm sorry.
Maybe it's all a smoke screen, right? Not to get everyone's hopes high.
No.
To deflect the talent that
No,
they have.
it's not. It's not, mate. It's not. It's not because we had a strong team.
And to bring down the guards.
No, it's not. We had a strong team. I'm not hearing it. It's shit.
No, it is right. It's like the contract that we have with Arsenal that we share the 3 points.
Oh, don't give me no bollocks.
Oh my god! Oh my god! And with 10 men, right, Manny, they can get into our box, right, and put a shot in. That's what's wrong.
From the Reese, though. Good save from the Reese, though.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah. So listen, I mean, if he's brought on, I mean, I'm a bit surprised that he chose to bring on
be defensive. Skip and Bissouma.
Yeah.
No, but we don't have attacking options. You understand, Sina? Right? If the opposition is down to 10 men, right, and we really had real attacking options, right, he most probably brought on another attacker to seal the game off at 4-1 or 5-1, right, and then it'll be the end of it. But the problem is he doesn't have attacking options. Look at it. Who do we have on the bench? Mora, Brian Hill, right? So what does
we've got better attacking options than they've got?
Yeah. I know.
Trust me, mate. You should have fucking stuck with the Europa League, mate. It's been a blessing in disguise for us.
I know.
We could play a
No, the
weakened
thing,
team.
come on, Stephen. We were in the Champions League, right?
But then, to
And
be
what?
fair, you play a weakened team in Europa League, you'll still fucking lose.
That's true. But I'm saying if we're in the Champions League, right? And what the fuck did our owners do? That's the big thing.
They do the same as they always do.
Yeah. So
At least Arsenal look like they want to do something.
mm,
And even I
the
can't
guys,
deny
yeah,
that.
but at least Arsenal has spent 400 million pounds, right? What have we spent? Fuck all.
Yeah, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. So, like, I have got a feeling that if we do make Champions League, they might just keep it at that. But at the minute, I can't moan at what they're doing
Yeah, of course
so
we can't
far.
know. Top of the league, right? So
Well, it's not that. It's not so much being top of the league. It's just the fact they're playing well.
you're playing well. You've had Arteta for 3 years, bro. For the past 2 years, he's been playing like shit. And this season, you guys are clicking, and the puzzles are falling to the pieces of the puzzles are falling into shape. So that's what you get. What do we get, right? We just had Conte for the past
Mate.
10 months.
No, you're just doing what you usually do.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just being shit. That's all. And who do we blame that for?
You'd always be shit. You'd always be shit.
Daniel Levy, you always be shit.
Tottenham Hotspur, you'd always be shit.
No, it's Daniel Levy.
No, it's Tottenham Hotspur. It's just Tottenham in general.
No, it's
Mate,
Daniel Levy.
you could have Pep Guardiola, you still wouldn't win a title.
But we could have Jesus and we couldn't win a title.
You could have all the freaking like religious faiths.
Yeah, not win a title. Oh, Dyer's coming off for Sanchez. Yeah. Was it Dyer who got the yellow card? Or Dyer's injured? But that'd be good for the Everton game. Oh, Daichi Kamara is coming off. Why are they taking off their creative midfielder? Oh, Götze is coming on. No wonder. We better score one more. All right.
Why did he score more?
Yeah, we need to score one more. All right.
No, you don't.
Yeah, we do.
No, you don't. You're winning. Shut up. Honestly.
No, we do. We need
So
Son to
what
get
are you
his
on
hat trick.
about? Oh, fucking hell. You get it, man.
We need Son to get his. Oh, come on.
You see me
Emerson.
rolling.
Oh, Emerson. Oh, Emerson.
Don't worry. I'll get it.
Oh, Emerson. Oh,
Please. You see me rolling.
what do you have now? Sugar again.
Hey, my sugar levels drop very quickly.
Yeah,
They do, honestly.
I know. Yeah. We need your sugars.
If I have to starve before
Oh,
surgery,
we're 3-1 up, right?
if I starve before surgery, sometimes they have to put a drip in us before
Yeah.
I think, yeah, if I ever had to go in for an operation or something, they'd have to, and they made me starve for 8 hours. They'd have to give me a small, not
Sugar.
they have to give me a drip with sugar in it, with
Yeah.
with sugars in it to keep
Glucose.
the sugar levels up.
Yeah, your glucose drip.
Glucose. So it keeps my sugar levels up.
Emerson.
Plus, I love these things. Thumbsticks.
Oh, Kane.
I tried the apple ones, but the apple ones were alright.
What's that?
It was apple and cherry I tried. It wasn't that bad.
Okay.
It wasn't great either. It was like in the middle.
Mm.
But there you go. Leicester City versus Crystal Palace.
Imagine they are down to 10 men and they are pinning us back.
That's mate. You're playing back to backs with 10, and they got 10 men. Are you serious?
Yeah.
There is no way you're finishing above us this season. No way.
Unless the January transfer window, our owners do something.
No, it's not
Hi,
happening.
Nippon.
How are you?
Yeah, you finished work?
Time ago, just finished my gym.
Oh, you went to gym, all right.
Yeah, I'm just
Your off
trying
day,
to get my head.
your off day today, what?
Yep.
So you're fixed. You have a fixed Wednesday off day now, I guess.
No, not fixed. I've changed my hours.
Ah, all right.
I'm 9 to 5 now.
9 to 5 in the restaurant.
Yeah, on the breakfast and lunch.
Okay. Do you open 24 hours?
Huh?
Do you open 24 hours or what?
The kitchen's open from. I can't say that on here. I'll wait for you to end the live stream.
Okay.
What's the score?
3-1.
3-1.
Spurs.
Steve must be fuming.
He's not. He's enjoying the game. And
I'm
he's buffering.
enjoying it.
He's
Mate,
buffering half the time, so he's enjoying the game.
Hey, Champions League nights aren't for everyone, Steve.
Nippon, you keep saying that, but actually it's worked to our benefit.
Yeah.
Oh God, cry more.
I'm not crying more. It's worked to our benefit. We're top of the league. What are you on about?
Yeah, are you going to win it though? Are you going to be top of the league come May?
No.
There you go. You
So
okay,
what?
Manny? You're
How you
on
doing,
mute.
Manny? Can you hear us,
Can't
Manny?
hear you.
By the way, Nippon.
You lost your sound, Manny.
Yeah, what's up, Steve?
I never said we're going to win the league. I'm
Nah,
just
not
saying.
you, but a lot of delusional people in your fan base think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nippon, can you hear me now?
Yes.
But that's them, not me.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. What happened was that there's a button over here. This middle button actually mutes the whole thing. It mutes my microphone. So if this is pressed, you couldn't hear me. I don't know how I pressed it, but it isn't. But I want to say, Nippon, it's great that you've got some more convenient hours now, 9 to 5. That's the dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. All right. We don't need to hear it.
Okay, you don't, but others do. And listen, just because you may not like it, that doesn't mean others don't. So don't.
Oh, you don't get a yellow card?
Don't mind me. Don't mind me while my ears bleed.
God, everyone's saying Salah is back. Well done, it's Rangers. Have some shame.
Oh, it's someone
one more
salty.
sorry,
The Rangers are down 4-1.
Nippon, you get like really agitated over small little things, man.
No, a lot of Liverpool fans are saying Salah is back.
Oh, I've done that again.
Okay, double substitution for Tottenham. It looks as though Lucas Moura and Brian Hill are coming on.
Brian Hill. Have you actually seen Brian Hill play?
Hill, you know.
Have you seen Brian Hill play? You guys are gonna laugh.
I mean, listen. Let me put it this way: as long as it's not Benny Hill, that's fine by me.
Oh, he's close to that. Oh, Nippon's gone off.
Yeah,
He's
be back.
very, very close to that. Yeah.
And now, no hat trick for Heung-min Son tonight, I'm afraid. But he'll get his chance. He'll get another chance, I'm sure. I mean, Marseille is there for the picking.
Marseille is turning out to be quite a good team. They're still beating Sporting, right?
Let me check the scores. Yes, they are 2-0 with 7 minutes to go. And okay, so Liverpool are 6-1 up, and Barcelona have equalised against Inter Milan. So, do they still have a Champions League lifeline? We don't know.
It's also Porto 3, Leverkusen 0. Sporting 0. Marseille 2.
Yep.
All right.
Tottenham Hotspur 3 and Frankfurt 1. We know. Victoria Plezin, but 2.
Smash.
Bayern 4.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're not gonna
Surprise,
smash.
surprise.
Oh,
And then Atletico
lucky.
Madrid 0. Bruges
Yep,
0.
Sonny's off, Eva man. He's not getting his hat trick tonight. At least he's got his goal.
Who?
Oh, Sonny's on a hat trick, so he's off. So there's no hat trick for Sonny. We were cheering for him to be
What
the
a
first Asian to
shame.
get a hat trick. Yeah. No, I think Conte is taking off all these players. So
First
the
Asian
rest
to get a hat trick in the Champions League.
yeah. There's no we've done the research. There's no Asian getting a hat trick in Champions League. Oh, come on. Why isn't he taking Emerson off?
So
Emerson
that
is
he
a
can
bloody
get
liability.
sent off.
Yeah, he's a
Here's
bloody
this.
liability.
So that he can get sent off,
Yeah.
and then he misses
No.
the next few games.
Next 3 Champions League games. And then after that, we just pack him out and send him back to Brazil.
I knew someone else we sent back to Brazil.
Mm.
Martinelli.
When did we send Martinelli back to Brazil?
See? You see? What did I tell you? 3-2 now.
Oh yeah.
Okay, are you that shameless, Steve, that you're just gonna celebrate a Spurs draw?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, Steve, have some shame.
What a bunch of
It's
idiots.
not shame. It's called banter.
And it's a
It's called banter.
what a bunch of idiots.
Barca are level. Barca are level.
We just
Against 10
I'm
men,
behind.
we don't control the ball, right? And we are letting them come back.
if they score a late equaliser, I'm gonna laugh.
If they score a late equalizer, right?
There's 10 men on the pitch. For fuck's sake,
10
mate.
men on
Come
the
on.
pitch, right?
Let's have a
That
look at
shows
this.
what a bunch of shit players we have.
Oh my God! Look how many defenders were around him.
Okay.
What was I saying, man? What
Mate,
was I
your
saying
great,
earlier,
your Great Wall of China ain't made of fucking bricks. It's made of fucking straw, mate.
Great wall of shit.
How many minutes left on the game?
We've
Three.
got three more minutes plus stoppage.
2 plus
Where I
stoppage
am,
for me.
it's one. Yeah, one and
Go
a-
on,
one-
Frankfurt.
1 minute
Go
20
on.
plus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna piss myself laughing. I so am. And this is probably rarity. Like Eugene does a watch along, and now he's watching his team fuck this up.
Yeah.
3-1, and you fucked it up. 3-1.
Remember I told you we need the 4th goal? Keep
Mate,
telling you we need the 4th goal.
Yeah, because you're not Arsenal, you can't see a game out.
Yeah. We're not Arsenal, yeah.
I never thought I'd say it.
Yeah, we still have most of the season to go, so
I know. That's why I'm still Arteta out.
Lippin,
Yeah,
let me quote. Lippin, let me quote you. You will not silence us.
Yeah, if we want to like, this is the thing. If we want to celebrate, that people celebrate. Why? Right.
He's a good guy.
you
We just
will
have some
not.
no.
Gerson,
Yeah, look what Chonyao says.
Gersons has scored Gersons has
course.
scored for in.
He loves me, really.
Gersons has
Looks as
has
though
scored
you
for
might.
Inter Milan.
Looks
Oh,
as though
has he
you
really?
might. Looks as though you might get your wish, Eugene. Coming up roses for you, and of all the people, keep watching. You're gonna love this.
All right.
Oh, what? No.
Oh, he won the ball fairly. You sure? And Bright Hill scores.
Oh
Seriously?
no!
Look at that. Oh,
Oh,
another
no.
penalty.
That is just comical defending. That ridiculous.
Oh,
Smolcic, the substitute. That was pitiful. Just pitiful.
Let's not forget
Yeah.
that you still employ the Brazilian Maguire,
What?
Gabriel
You got-
Magalhaes.
He's,
The Brazilian
he's not
Maguire.
as bad as Maguire. No way.
He's fucking
He's-
shit though.
He's on the
He's
way
not
there.
that shit.
He's on the way there. He's on
He's
the way
not
there.
that shit. Yes, he's been making a few mistakes, but he just needs to be dropped. That's all
But
he needs
Harry
to
Kane
do.
has to score, right?
If you drop him, he then improves his game.
Yeah, but look at him so far though. But look, who do you
Yes,
play
he's
him
made-
then?
Yes, he's made some mistakes, but have we lost
And he
many games
misses.
because of it?
Look at him.
Yes, remember when he two-footed
he'll miss.
Bruno, and then
And he
that
missed.
eventually.
He misses. And look at Manny's face.
No, but listen.
Manny looks
A
more
chance
like
to make
the
amends.
first fan here. Oh, look at Conte.
If they score Frankfurt, oh my god.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
fucking
By the way,
Actually-
Lippen.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
What-
saying. You
Celtic
remember
Lever-
that?
what's the-
all right, we're
What
true.
about the Celtic Leverkusen game?
Oh, Hill couldn't reach it. 3-inch shot.
What's the name? Celtic versus
Brian Hill.
Leverkusen.
No, that's Celtic versus Leipzig, and that was yesterday. Leverkusen are playing
Oh,
Porto.
who scored?
Huh?
What was the game? Leipzig.
it was
Right,
2-0.
here's the games.
It was
Here's the
2-0.
game so far.
2-0
Madrid.
2-0
Hang on,
to the
here's the
Scum
trick.
or 2-0 to Celtic? Sorry,
Hang on,
to Leipzig.
hang on. Let me.
Leipzig won that 2-0.
Yeah, it's right. So at the moment it's 7. The games at Liverpool's finished 7-1. Bayern have finished at 4-2. Marseille have finished at 2-0. Inter Milan are 3-3, and Barcelona is, and Porto Leverkusen is 3-0 to Porto.
We have
Barcelona
to
have
be
equalised.
Yeah,
Lewandowski. Who else?
Lewandowski.
Yeah, let's laugh at Barcelona. Ha 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 ha.
Why? Not my rivals.
Nah, but they kept hijacking our transfers.
Oh,
And let's not forget, if by the way, we Arsenal fans can't laugh at them because if they drop into the Europa League, ooh boy.
Oh come on, Barcelona are beatable. Frankfurt beat them.
Frankfurt won the Europa League. What's your point?
I mean,
I think we'll win in Europa League this season. Like I said on my last show, if
who
we
do you
finish
think you're
within,
playing in the final?
hang on a minute. If hang on. Like I said on my last show, if we finish within 10 points behind Man City,
Emerson.
if we finish behind Man City by less than 10 points, then Arteta's proved me wrong, right? Then also if he's finished by more than if he's finished by more than 10 points, he's like 15, 20 points, and we're maybe down to third or something, but we've gone and won the Europa League.
Is it
Then he's proved me
over?
wrong.
Manny,
It's
tell me
over.
it's over.
It's over. 3-2.
3-2. All right, it's over, guys. 3-2. We scraped through again against 10 men. Oh
Oh god.
dear, my
Relax.
God. Yeah, it's over.
Hey,
it's
you
over.
did something Man City couldn't though in this group stage with 10
right,
men.
yeah.
You won with 10 men. They drew with 10 men. And Frankfurt are
Uh,
a better team than
that was
Copenhagen.
painful.
No,
That
here's
was
the thing.
painful.
It was City who had the man sent off.
Predictions.
Yeah. It was City who had the man sent off.
City
Right.
had the man.
Yeah. City was playing with
had
one
the
man.
man.
Yeah. City had the man sent off. Right. So I guess it is what it is. So it is what it is. Right. Spurs 1-3-2. And of course,
Oh, Barcelona Inter isn't over, so it's 1 minute to go of 6 minute stoppage time. So let's see who finds the winner. I just wonder if it could be like the like that game which Barcelona won against PSG, 6-1. Unai Emery was coaching PSG then, and a lot of people were saying that that game had been badly fixed. So there could be a huge twist in the tail here, or maybe not.
let's see how that goes. Right.
I'll
So
be
I guess,
fuming
guys,
if.
but
Hey,
like I say, the scores
tell,
around. What happened? What happened? The
Right,
scores
the
around.
scores around are Madrid versus Bruges was 0-0.
All right.
Bayer Leverkusen 0. SC Porto 3.
Mm-hmm.
Rangers 1. Liverpool 7. Barcelona 3. Inter Milan 3.
Liverpool 7.
Hang on, yeah. Right, Barcelona 3. Inter Milan 3. And it's
All
still
right.
going. It's still
It's,
going as far as I know.
it's still going. All right.
Yeah, it's still not. It's still going.
Believe it or not, a
Hang on.
there's
Let me just get. Can I just?
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah,
just.
yeah,
Let me
go
just go through the rest of them. Victoria Pleasant 2, Bayern Munich 4,
All right.
Tottenham 3, Frankfurt 2, Sporting 0, Olympique de Marseille 2, and still going. It's still going.
Simone Inzaghi has received a red card. He faces a touchline ban.
I saw that. I was about to say that. My goodness, it's all happening out there.
So I guess the tables will be looking something like Champions League table. After 4 games, Napoli top in Group A. Liverpool is second. Right.
Just finished now. Just finished.
So I guess Liverpool will most probably go through. Club
So it's
Brugge.
real.
Club Brugge is top with Porto second. A Madrid is third. Okay. Bayern Munich is top. Inter is second on 7 points. Barcelona is third. Right. Spurs is top. Marseille is second. Sporting is third. All right. So I guess the Sporting match against Spurs is going to be a very important game, right? If we beat Sporting at home, more or less, we will seal our position. Right. Of course, yesterday's games, yeah.
Look at that. Chelsea. Look at the tweet. Look at the tweet.
What tweet? Share it.
I just sent a tweet. I just tweeted something on Instagram. Oh, sorry, on Twitter.
Let me see.
I called Simone Inzaghi a clown.
Simone Inzaghi is the
okay.
What, is he the manager of
Inter Milan?
Okay.
I don't worry about it. It's in the Milan. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Nah. Whenever a player gets sent off, whenever a player or manager gets sent off, I just clown them.
I know that, but what's the bad? Yeah, but like I don't get it because it doesn't affect my life or my team or the league I'm in. So what's the point? I mean, if it affected your group, maybe, but like for me, it's like, what's the point? Just reporting on shit that's not worth it.
Yeah, but it's job done for Spurs. We beat 10 men Frankfurt.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So I guess.
What's really interesting is that in Group H, if you take a look at PSG and Benfica, it's even Stevens between the two of them. Then they both have identical head-to-head records.
I
so
told you
PSG
weren't winning that game. I told you PSG weren't going to win that game.
By the way, I want to say one thing I miss is those little video exchanges on Twitter between you and Chris, the Gunner King. Those are fun.
Yeah, big up Gunner King, man. He's a nice guy.
Okay. Right. So guys, Champions League's over. So I guess any thoughts, any comments, anything like that? Any games that you're going to go to?
Yeah, like you were parking us with the 10 men, like with 10 men against 10 men, which just shows how poor you are in a minute.
But
You shouldn't be needing to do that.
yeah, better go.
You should have been down to 10 men when Gabriel Martinelli clipped Trent.
And of
And
course,
did he clip Trent?
ready for work. Uma, take care.
Mate, hang on a minute. We won that game fair and square.
Yeah, I know you won that game, but that doesn't mean.
For
That doesn't mean.
You didn't
Then you
clip.
should
I
have
didn't see that at all. And the handball, I'll give you that one, mate. We got lucky on that, mate. Mate. But then, to be fair, when you look at it, it hit his chest, then hit his arm. So, and they've said in the rules, and they've said in the rule, and it says in the rules because I checked them. If the ball hits the chest, then hits the player's arm, mate, it can't be given as a pen, right? So in the end, we won that game fair and square.
I know you
I'm
won
not
it.
hearing-
Do you think you would have won it with 10 men though? I'm just asking. Like, say if Gabriel had been sent off for that if that handball was given.
It wouldn't have been sent off for handball. It would have been yellow card. And like I said, it hit his chest, then hit his arm. In the laws of the game, that's
Okay.
not a penalty.
Here's
handball.
a question. Where do you think Liverpool are finishing this
They're not
season?
the way they're finished. To be fair, the way they're playing, I don't see them being in top 4.
Maybe top 6. Maybe.
Yeah, as it stands, Barcelona are out because they have an inferior head-to-head record against Inter Milan. So even if they win their last 2 games, they won't be qualifying. So they're dropping into the Champions League, Europa League rather.
Europa League.
That depends on whether if Inter win all the last games too, right? So let's see what happens.
No, it's the head-to-head record, Eugene, because they lost to Inter at the San Siro and they drew at the Nou Camp. So head-to-head record comes into play. They needed to win and they couldn't do that. So
You should just do goal difference, man. It's easier.
But,
you know what I mean?
Guys, before I end the stream, right? Last thoughts? Anyone got last thought?
my
shit.
last thought.
Yeah.
Knock it off. Okay, listen. My last thoughts are this: you still have a top quality squad, but you need to improve the quality of your football. Conte needs to improve tactically, otherwise you'll struggle.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, yeah, I couldn't agree more. And that's probably why you also need to go in January. In January, you would actually need to get players that Conte wants, not what Levy wants. So
how do you know? How do I know? Conte signings.
You're telling me like you would play Emerson Royale over Jed Spence, right?
No.
Jed Spence should no. So, but he won't play him because he doesn't want him, right? A lot of those signings would not have been made by Conte, right? The reason he's playing the way he does, right, with the players is because the players they bought.
Is a Conte signing though?
No, hang on.
Player.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if all their signings were Conte players, he would not be playing like this. Facts, right? He didn't do it at Chelsea. He didn't do it at Inter Milan, but he's playing like this because he didn't get what he wanted.
I'm surprised he hasn't. Here's a question, Eunice. Do you think he'll walk?
January transfer window, if he doesn't get what he wants, 5% will walk, right? That's how I see it. And also let's see where we end by the time the World Cup comes around. Because by the time the World Cup comes around, that's more or less to know how far off we are, whether we are still doing right? But don't forget, we still got this Carabao Cup and FA Cup to come along. So we'll see what happens. Right. But guys, Nippon, you want to say anything else before I end the stream? And I'll say Thanks and good night to all the guys in the stream for joining us tonight. Big up to Chan Yao. Thanks for the support. And of course, Guguma. Guguma is going to get to work soon.
Big up, Gugum.
Yeah. And Ivaman, get some sleep, right? He's same time with me at 9 a.m. Right. And that's where we are. Who else that came in earlier? Of course, Chelsea OG. Thanks.
Bye,
Chelsea OG.
Shrin.
Right.
I know he hates me, but bye. It's all banter, man.
And of course, Jamie, I think he's just woken up, right? And who else do we have in the stream joining? Yeah, of course, Jacob from America. We got Jacob. Thanks for joining. Thanks for here. Who else do we have? Most of the guys we know are here today because they're at the stadium, at the game, right? And Charlie McFarland. Thanks, Charlie. Thanks for support. Guys, thanks for being on. Let me end the show and we can have a chat in the back room, right? And we can banter on there. All right, guys. See you soon. Take care, everyone.
Bye, Eugene.